Hello, 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 hello. Are we working? Are we working? Oh, ha, 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 ha. Yes, we are working. Very good. FUGI is working. Oh, man. I think we got Rumble going. It looks like it's going. Oh, yeah. Is it up to date? I think so. Live chat on Rumble says 1. Like, is it me monitoring the thing? That's so funny. Okay. Holy moly. Well, now, where in the hell is my dog? Okay. However, how bad to cover morning until night. Oh, that's so good. God, I love that shit so much. Okay. Well, my friends, we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos I want us to get to react to tonight, so that way we can have enough videos for the next like 3 weeks or so, and then hopefully I can have life permit me to make an absolute shit ton of shorts of them, and then hopefully that doesn't take forever, so that then we'll be able to make some more AI content, because we have a lot of things we need to make. Because holy cow, I keep coming up with things and then not knowing how to do them, and it's pissing me off, so now I have to figure out how to do it, because it's making me mad now. Now I have to figure it out, as you well know. Okay, let's see here. Let's go. We're first going to start off with something a little easy, a little quazy. We are going to do some good old Kentucky ballistics. I'm really excited about Kentucky ballistics. He's really good. All right. Okay, we're going to... I need to figure out another way that I can... I like this... If y'all see this anywhere, let me know if y'all like this kind of look on the screen to where like it's a little zoomed in. It just kind of hides the taskbar up top. I don't know if Opera GX has the ability to like just hide the taskbar up at the top. And then it hides the one at the bottom too. I don't know. It just looks a little bit cleaner. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel so far. But I was just curious, you know, just to see what y'all think. Okay. Let us get right into it. So this is the Solathurn 20mm anti-tank rifle versus the world's heaviest barbell plate. 250 fucking pounds. Holy shit. I've seen that gun before, and I cannot wait to see what it does to this thing. Because honestly, like, do you have any predictions before we actually get into the video? I feel like it's gonna, like, this thing is gonna blast right through it, but if he progresses up to it, I have a hard time thinking about what round would actually make it through this fucking thing, considering how the mug went.
You got this, Scooter.
Scooter.
Big boy.
Oh, look at that guy.
Yeah. Lightweight, baby. Nothing but a peanut. Ha, 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 ah, ah, ah.
Oh, he's such a big dude. I bet he's got that shit all day, every day. Yeah, he's such a big fucking dude. He's got that shit.
Over here hooping and hollering and making so much noise. Well, you would too if you were lifting weights like this. Your farm strength ain't got nothing.
That's
on
right,
me.
Grandpa. You ain't got shit.
15 pounds I just lifted. That's not that impressive.
Every old farmer guy, I swear, it's so true.
In the whole world, W. There's only like 0.00001% of people that can do that. Well, I tell you what, I bet I can lift it, and if I can lift it, you gotta help me cut my mama's toenails. It's a two-man job.
Why does this sound like a real Southern conversation that has happened? I totally believe it.
You know what? Sure. There's no way you're lifting that.
One hands it or some bullshit. Just like farmers carries it. Yeah, he's gonna do the farmers carry. Do the farmers carry. Do it. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Get your stuff. Get it. We're gonna need safety glasses.
That's your average farmer right there. Pretty much, yes. That's pretty much your average farmer right there.
Probably red strap and chainsaw. Okay. Well, do you got like gloves or anything so I don't gotta touch them?
Nope. You gotta raw dog it.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And over the years, we've shot some pretty interesting gym equipment, but today we have something special. Today I have Brian from Weigh It Out, and he has brought his 250-pound weight plate. Brian, this is ridiculous. Why in the world did you make this?
Oh my god.
I mean, why not?
What? Yeah, there you go.
The heaviest weight plate ever created in the world.
Yeah.
And then we decided, let's make it really functional with different grip spots to 3-inch, 2.5-inch, and 2-inch.
Yeah.
So you can pinch grip it, which is probably impossible.
Yeah.
But people can lift
Of course it is.
Insane.
That would be
yeah,
fucking.
We're gonna see Brian Shaw in a few weeks, so let's see if we can do it.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
Well, as you can
Is
see,
this the only one
thing
that you
is
made?
Very thick, and like you said, there's different thicknesses. This is the thickest spot, I think, up here, or maybe at the bottom. I'm not sure.
Probably down here, 3 inches. It looks.
But
like.
it's cast iron, correct?
Cast iron.
Cast
Yep.
iron. I heard that.
This thing is pretty thick, and when I saw it, of course, my mind went to, I really want to see if that could stop a bullet. So I got in contact with Brian, and here we are. I am very
Dudes will see
excited to
this
try
and say,
thing out. I
"Hell
think it's
yeah."
gonna stop a lot.
I think so too.
I mean, it is super thick.
It's gonna be fun to watch. I'll tell you that.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna kind of let this go real quick. Now we're gonna get it set up. And we're
Oh my god.
This video is sponsored by Raycon. Now that I've been spending more time outside this summer, whether I'm walking,
Raycon.
maybe I'm just working out, I've been reaching for my Raycon bone conduction headphones almost every day. What I really like is they don't actually sit inside your ears. They use bone conduction technology,
Bone
so I can still hear
conductors.
traffic, people talking.
I've wanted to
or
try
anything
those, but
happening around me while I'm listening
you
to
know
music,
us gentlemen that
podcasts,
wear
or
glasses
taking
can't
calls.
really fuck
I
with
have to
that
be
shit.
Especially careful for T-Rexes. They're also super comfortable. I honestly forget I'm wearing them after a while, and with up to 13 hours of battery life, plus an IP68 waterproof and dustproof rating, they'll handle just about
pretty
anything.
good.
I've been using these pretty much every day since I've got them. I'm
Oh,
constantly
bruh.
outdoors and active,
Oh,
and I
hell
love them because
yeah.
I can stay aware of
I got
everything
one of
around
those.
me without giving up good sound quality. The bone conduction headphones are a great
I need to get an
option for
animation of me
everyday
actually like
listening.
taking the
Click
thing
my
out. That'd be
link in
pretty
the
cool.
description box, or go to buyraycon.com/KBXXBC to get 20% off. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it. I think it's going to take a lot to make it through this plate, but we're going to start with something small and then work our way up to something really big. We have our hold-up displays gun wall here, and our first selection is going to be 22. This is a Smith & Wesson Victory, and I have one round of 22 that is a 40 grain round.
Man, have you seen the FN 22 little pistol? It's pretty cool.
Here we go.
Yeah, nothing. Nice.
Okay, folks, the video's over. The 22 went right through the plate. I'm just joking. It did absolutely nothing. We hit right there. And,
it went right through. I bet say it's not even a dent.
So
yeah, that's paint. Not even.
Did not do the trick. So we're gonna step it up.
Oh, what was this thing again? A 380. That's it. That's such a weird ass 380.
And I have one 90 grain round that is a 380 ACP. This did shut down a truck, so I don't know. Maybe we'll make it through it. This thing is pump action.
That's. I would love to shoot that little thing.
Here we go.
It's so cute.
Well, I hit it, but
Oh, I want to shoot one of those so bad.
Okay. Well, we have a good hit right here. And again, we
if that's a pea shooter or a pirate gun, would it be a pea shooter?
You can see just how thick this is.
Good
so,
Lord.
As you can imagine, these smaller calibers, they're pretty much doing nothing. Up next is going to be 9mm. I have a SIG
Golly, that thing looks good.
GTO. This
Golly, dude, I had just gotten rid of one of my SIGs. If you know, you know. I won't get into it, but like, damn. Look at that fucking thing, man. Holy shit. They've got like a 2011 style, like, I can't remember what it's called. It's some like, it's a SIG like style 2011. Then these guys also got like a, what do you call it? The 226. Oh my gosh, dude. The SIG 226 is like, I think it's the Marine or, no, not Marine. The Marine is the M18. This is the Navy SEAL Team 6 pistol. Not this particular one, but the 226 is. It looks so cool.
GTO, this thing is slick. And I have one round of 9mm. This is 124 grain Federal HST. All right, 9mm coming.
Man, that thing sounds good, don't it? Holy cow. Oh, nothing. Not a damn thing on that thing.
Okay,
not even a dent.
Right here, and you can see we hit there, and literally we're doing nothing. I mean, there's not even a dent.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. 9mm did absolutely nothing, but this next round may just blow right through it. The old 40 Smith & Wesson. We have
what gun is that?
Bull Armory SAS-2 Air, I believe.
Bull Armory. Yeah, has he used that before?
And I have one round of 40.
I don't recognize that thing. That thing looks cool.
80 grain gold dot. Okay, I'm gonna
Shit, that thing sounds nice, doesn't it? Did it do anything?
Okay. Again,
we
have a good hit. Got a little bit of a
little scratch.
There, but nothing.
Just scratches, really, right?
Next is going to be the Lord's caliber 45 ACP. I have my custom Keeling Custom 1911.
So stupid.
Barrels.
Golly, that's so dumb.
And we have some 45 ACP plus.
It's beautiful, but it's so dumb.
Made by Underwood Ammo. So I mean, this is about as hot as it gets when it comes to 45. Okay.
that fucking barrel. I would laugh shooting that thing too. That's so crazy. Oh my god.
I think we may have actually chipped it a little bit that time. If you get real close there, you can see that there is a little bit of that cast iron chipped off. So 45.
Maybe it's just because it was thin right there, huh?
We have 10mm, and it's
bro. Oh, dude, that thing looks crazy.
10mm suppressed, and hopefully this one doesn't break in half.
Gen 4 RIP.
Special ammo for this. These are vintage Kentucky State Police 10mm rounds.
What?
Carry 10mm. These are 180 grain. And if you look on the back here, you can see.
Wait, they used to carry 10?
KSP. Also forgot to show you.
Oh,
check
wow.
it out. I got all these like bears on there.
What?
Cool? Okay, let's shoot the plate. Here we go. Dude, check it out.
Dude, Kodiak, this is for you, bro. You need this. Do you not have one of these? Is this your gun? Did you lend Kentucky Ballistics your custom Glock Gen 4? Bro, that shit looks like it's got your name all over it.
I got all these like bears on there. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's shoot the plate. Here we go.
Oh, it did it. Scratch.
10
It's
millimeter is packing
alright.
a lot more punch than 45, but we didn't really do a
Dude,
whole
10
lot.
mil
Right
hauls
there.
some ass.
And there's a little mark, but still didn't really do anything.
That's
I think
crazy.
The only reason we did
I think that speaks a lot to the power of 10 mil. I don't know if you've ever heard 10 mil, but dude, 10 mil is fucking loud. Like, it's a lot louder than 9, in my opinion. Oh, my lord.
damage with the 45 is because we hit where those letters are etched out. Up next,
Yeah, that's what I think, too.
357, and this is a very nice
The
357. This is a
357.
core 357 Magnum.
Golly, that thing
Love
looks
this
crazy.
And I'm loaded up with one round.
Let me see that thing
120
again.
Magnum. It's a very
Look
nice
at it.
357. This is a core.
Dude, look at that fucking grip. That thing looks so comfortable. Oh my god, what is this thing? Wow.
357 Magnum. I absolutely love this thing. And I'm loaded up
Obviously,
with
he said the
one
name, but I'm
round,
just like in awe of
125
this
grain,
fucking
and these are
revolver.
jacket
Holy
hollow
shit,
pins.
that looks so
All
good.
right,
Wow.
here we go. This thing is so
Bruh.
slick. I mean, it is like butter.
Dude, oh my word. I bet that thing is like fucking $200-300.
All right, we can definitely
200-300,
tell
like
where
a
we
lot
hit
more
with
than
that
I
one.
$200 more than what I'm thinking it
Copper
is.
round.
That's
We hit
insane.
right there, and
I'm
it's
sure
actually
it's a
pretty
grand
cool
at
because the
least.
hollow point
I've
gives
seen
us a
some
nice
expensive
little
revolvers.
circle there with gray in the middle. But again,
Because even like the Smith & Wesson Python, I think is like $900 to $1,000. Like the one that Rick Grimes uses in Walking Dead. That thing's expensive.
It's going to be 44 Magnum. This is a Smith & Wesson model 629.
Ooh, I think
44
that's what
Magnum with a
someone in my
6.5
family
inch barrel,
has.
and it has
It's a
some
State
very
Trooper
special
revolver.
rounds. These are 250 grain black talons.
His editing is so good.
Okay, I believe I hit somewhere over here. It's kind of hard to tell, but also it's hard to tell because there's nothing that's happened. We're doing nothing to this plate. It's indestructible. Okay, it's time to break out the big boy. This is the largest handgun I brought today, the 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum, the largest production handgun. This one's pretty cool. It's comped up top, and I have some 350 grain 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. All right.
I don't know almost anything about that caliber. Holy fuck.
I think we did something that time.
Dude. He's a big motherfucker. Look at his hands, and that thing jumps. Golly! I would not want to shoot that thing.
You can 100% tell where we hit that time. Hit right there on that edge, and we removed some material that time. So the 500 Magnum wins when it comes to pistols. It did the most damage to the plate, but it still didn't really do a whole lot. Now I think it's time we step it up to some high velocity lead. The pistols didn't do a whole lot, but I think rifles are really going to do a number on this thing. This is a SIG 516 G3, and this is chambered in 5.56, and I'm loaded up with
Nice.
of 5.56, and these are 55 grain full metal jackets. Really curious to see what this does. Okay, I'm gonna go for the left side. I can tell where we hit.
Oh, yeah. Bro.
Okay.
5.56 just moves
A lot like
so
body armor,
fucking
but high
fast.
Speed is what's gonna beat this thing. The 5.56 did
Yeah.
quite a number on this thing. I mean, look at that. It really
Golly.
ate
First
out a
rifle.
chunk of that plate. It's pretty impressive. Sick, nasty speed. 5.56 did quite the number on that plate. Now we're gonna step it
Now,
up to
what is
7.62
y'all's
by
favorite
39.
caliber? Because this is my favorite caliber, 7.62 by 39. Now, I usually prefer it out of like a SCAR, but I do really love AKs. AKs are fucking sick. Every one I've shot has been fucking awesome. I love these guns.
AK-47, and I'm gonna have
Very
one
iconic
round,
sound.
7.62 by 39, and that's 123 grain full metal jacket.
Love that shit.
Okay, we'll go for the left side again.
I have not got to shoot a Galil yet, and I want to. Oh, he like almost missed it,
Okay,
but he
looks
got
like
it
I hit
though.
an edge here,
He did, yeah.
and we took a pretty good chunk out of it. It did
That's a
about
chunk.
the same amount of damage
Yeah, that's a chunk.
as the 5.56. So it looks like the rifle rounds, I think we're going to start hurting this thing. Up next, we are going to step it up to 308. This is a Springfield Armory SOCOM 16.
Ooh.
I unfortunately do not have any full metal jackets for 308, so we have some Hornady 178 grain rounds.
Huh.
Okay,
Isn't the
Go for the
M16,
right side.
M14 like model of weapons? Aren't they like prone to some like other kind of weird jams or something like that? I remember hearing that they got phased out for some strange reason.
But kind of hit on the edge and took a pretty big chunk
My
out.
grandmother was actually a prison
You know, at this
guard,
point, you're
and
gonna have
she
to
got to
say
train
this
on one of
plate
those.
is
It's
nothing to
pretty
shake
cool.
a stick at. You know, 5.56, 7.60 by 39, 308. That's all old news. The new hotness is the 277 Fury. This is the military's new rifle. This is a SIG Spear chambered in
Pew!
277
That thing is
Fury.
nice.
And this thing is absolutely screaming. 155 grain round, probably around 3,000 feet per second. I think we are gonna take a big old chunk out of that plate. Okay, place your predictions.
Yeah, that
There we
thing
go.
goes so fast. It's got a lot of penetration power.
Yikes.
Ooh, damn. Clean hit though.
I hit right here with the 277
Very
Fury,
clean
and
hit.
we dug out a pretty good hole there. Definitely deeper than the 5.56, but still, I mean,
Got up to his fingernail.
maybe made it that deep into that plate.
Oh wow.
That is
And yeah, that's a
wild.
thick
Okay,
motherfucker
let's
too.
Step it up to some real big boys now. Next is probably one of my favorite safari rifle calibers. Well, probably the favorite next to 4-bore. 416 Rigby. This is a Seiko
shit.
85 XL bolt action rifle chambered in 416 Rigby, aka
really pretty.
416 Honey Badger because
Golly.
it don't care. And that is a
Oh yeah, this is the
400
Honey
grain
Badger
brass solid.
little rifle that he
This
has.
is gonna really tell us something about that plate. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Oh, I removed the cinder block so we could have some give. Knocked it right over.
the Honey Badger continues not to care.
Okay, let's have a look. Wow. Okay. Well, you know, normally 416 Rigby doesn't really care, but I think it cared that time. That's a pretty good dent, and did not do a whole lot. Well, I'm glad I brought bigger guns today because normally that'll do the trick. Yep. Time to
Yep.
break out the big ones. Okay, well, we haven't done a whole
Oh
lot
my
to this plate,
God,
and
this
we have hit it
rifle
with
is
some
so
pretty
cool.
fast, mean stuff. But now we're stepping it up into a whole nother realm. This is my ShyTac M200 Intervention chambered in 408 ShyTac. That is
Man,
a
look at that.
419
Dude.
grain full
I don't know if you know this round. That round is sharp enough you could cut someone with it. It's fucking insane.
metal jacket. This is not playing around. We will really know just how tough this plate is after we hit it with this. All right, here we go. I'm gonna aim for that right side again. Here we go.
Man, that rifle is so cool.
Let's go check that out.
Bam! Dude, yeah, that round is so fast.
So
Holy.
far, it's looking like 408 ShyTac is winning. That is a pretty big hole.
Yeah, it is.
Say about twice as far as the 416 Rigby. It's pretty deep. Got not that much though, but that's it. That's it. One of the most powerful sniper rifles in the world. Only did that much to this plate. It is absolutely insane. Oh, I'm just glad I brought the 20 mil. Okay, we're gonna step it up to 50 BMG next. This is my Barrett
Ooh.
M82 A1 semi-automatic 50 BMG.
With
And we
a red
have
dot
a
on the top.
660 grain full metal jacket. I'm thinking
Let's not
that
forget
this
about the
is
red dot.
Probably not going to go through the plate. That's my prediction, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I have
Nah, it's
angled
not
the plate
gonna.
and built a
Do you think
cinder
it'll get a
block
half an
wall
inch?
next to it to potentially catch a ricochet? And I'm thinking there's a good chance we hit those cinder blocks. And this next shot is brought to you by SDI. And if you want to get your start in
nice.
firearms technology, be sure and check them out. There's a link in the description down below. All right.
Golly.
Here
Love
we
that
go.
sound. Ooh. Did it actually put a hole in it? Oh no, he hit the corner.
Looks like we hit about right there with the 50.
Damn,
I
it
hit
went
a little
really
high,
deep though,
and
didn't
we only
it?
made it maybe an inch
Oh, I said about half
or
an
so
inch.
into that plate. Not much. Not much at all.
Damn.
This thing is pretty tough. For it to eat a 50 like that is insane. But thankfully, I got something a little bit bigger than 50 BMG. So the final thing we have today to fire at this 250-pound plate is a Solartherm anti-tank rifle. The Solartherm is almost 7 foot long, weighs around 130 pounds, and holds 8 rounds, and is semi-automatic and was made to take out tanks during World War II. And this is a comparison.
Just reading those stats out loud, it sounds unreal. It sounds unbelievable.
While the 20 mil is 2,330 grains. So with the Solartherm, you can't just pull the bolt back. You actually have to crank it back. There's a literal bike chain in here. Okay, and then we go backwards, and we are ready to go. Now we have our 8-round magazine loaded up with 1 round.
That's an 8-round magazine.
Auto load.
It's so comical.
Yep. We're ready to rock and roll. All right, here we go. It should be entertaining.
Bro. And then, like, that gun auto ejects that magazine on hit. Oh, look at that thing go. Oh my word, it took a giant chunk out of that thing, didn't it? Bruh. Dude, watching that bullet fly in from the side there is fucking crazy.
Folks, it looks like 20 mil did what all the other calibers could not do. It stopped 408 shy tack. It stopped 50 BMG. It did not stop 20 mil. We made it all the way through this thing. Blew a big chunk of it off. Brian,
I would hope so, being an anti-tank rifle, right? That's what it's supposed to do, you know?
Heaviest weight plate. I think you made the toughest weight plate.
So.
Oh yeah, facts.
Ate everything, man. I mean,
all
all
made
of
in
them.
USA, you know, so
Yeah,
quality
high quality USA product there for you. Stops everything except 20 mil. Didn't stop 20 mil. Look at this giant chunk it took off. That is insane.
What does it weigh now? Like 240?
Yeah, now it's probably like 240. Yeah.
Lol.
Let's look at this real quick. Let me get my proper lifting form here. And yeah, we've got a
Holy
big
moly.
chunk missing here.
Look at that.
That is insane. That's crazy. Look at that discoloration there. Oh, was that from before, you think?
Has
Or you
Ember
think the
seen
rounds
this yet?
caused that?
I'm gonna guess the heat.
Yeah, from those rounds. Yeah,
'cause I
that's
can't
crazy. Brian, thank you
Jeez.
so much for bringing this out to me. I know that was not an easy task. I really appreciate it. It was fun. And if you guys want to check out weighed out plates, you also have a lot of other cool stuff, like very thin plates. You've got like what the thumper bumper plates.
Thumper
All
bumper.
kinds of cool stuff. Or if you want to check out a 250-pound plate because you're a big old boy like Eddie Hall, just click the link in the description down below.
Dude.
Weightout.com. You can check those out. But this has still got a purpose, and I think we can still use this today.
Just gonna drop it. Just quick release it.
That's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know what you thought.
Oh
about
my
it in the
God.
comment section
Yo,
down
what
below.
the
What do you think
hell?
about the 250-pound
Did
plate?
y'all see-
And what do you want to see me hit with the Solartherm next? Be sure and give it a like. Make sure you hit that.
If you're on the live stream, nothing happened. HP Smart that I've never used since I bought my computer and put it together just totally decided to hijack our stream. Thanks, HP.
That subscribe button. And if you want to check out Kentucky Ballistics clothing, there's a link in the description down below. And as always,
Right in the middle of his ad read.
thank you so
Shit.
much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.
Man, look how much he's sweating. It's like me at work. Holy shit. Oh my god.
That looks like a meteor hit the ground. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Golly.
Damage the
That is
plate,
nuts.
damage the ground instead. Oh wow. Holy shit. That's so good. That was so good. He doesn't do anything at the end here, does he? No, I didn't think so. Man, that was really good. The opening is like an Anatoly video. Bro. Dude, Anatoly videos are insane. I know exactly who that is. This is it's just a mop. It's a 10-pound mop. But it's actually like a 70 fucking pounds. The 250-pound plate is nothing to shake a stick at. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching, bro. That shit was so cool. I've been waiting for this. Of course he would like it in that fucking dad joke. Oh my gosh. I was hoping he'd hit the middle section where it's really thick. Oh yeah, true. With the actual Solithurn, yeah, I was also kind of hoping to. I was hoping where it was gonna land there too. The Ronnie Coleman reference, I didn't catch it. I'm a youngin. At least that 20 mil goes through a thicker. I'd like to see that. Oh, okay, yeah, same thing basically. Yeah. Indeed, man, this is cool. This is such a good video. Man, he's really freaking good. And then let me do my streamer diligence. Let me do my streamer diligence. Send that there. Send that there. And then let me oh wow, you know what I just realized? I do not have a Kick tab open. I'm sorry, Kick Bros. I don't have a Kick tab open. I need to be able to do that for y'all. Ba 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 ba. What the hell? If this will work. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I still have to do this all manual. I don't really have a program to make it all. I can go through all at once. Okay, very good. Also, too, Rumble Bros. I'm not sure how far y'all are behind. I've got the thing pulled up here, just like the thing itself, and man, it seems like y'all are like really far behind. I don't really know how to fix that. I'm still learning really how to use Rumble. I upload all my videos, or I try to upload all my videos to it, and we're getting better at that. But yeah, we're still figuring some stuff out. Okay, now then, this next video I'm really interested in because, so my best friend has been reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, and then another buddy of ours has been reading it, and he submitted this video in the Discord to for me to react to. So we're gonna check it out, but I know that I like the Critical Drinker, and then I don't know anything about a rant here, so we're gonna just go into this completely blind. Just for, I guess, some kind of a record, I do really love like fantasy books. Like I love The Wheel of Time, Lord of the Rings, obviously. Like Brandon Sanderson's a really great author, or at least he may not be great to some people, but I really like his books, particularly the Mistborn and the Stormlight stuff. Elantris was really good. So I do really like the fantasy novels, and then I've heard a lot about Dungeon Crawler Carl and a fair amount of the setup. So we are going to go into this, like I said, pretty blind. We're going to see how this ends up going. And yeah, let's go. Let's kick it.
Broke the story about Matt Dinneman, the Dungeon Crawler Carl creator.
Hold on. I'm going to start from the beginning just so it's not clipped.
Last week, I broke the story about Matt Dinneman, the Dungeon Crawler Carl creator, who now has a TV deal through Seth MacFarlane and Peacock to make Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh, and, that's pretty cool.
It's been obvious about how he's changed and become this political reactionary over the last couple of years. He's inserted into his books.
Seth MacFarlane, is that what we're talking about?
He's trying to propagandize to Trump supporters and the like, and all that. He's disavowed the Critical Drinker and gone crazy on this. And of course, a lot of people.
Critical Drinker is based though.
I've covered this and just done what I always do on this. Get really mad that I covered it. Of course, this is something that happens quite a bit. It's like I'm not allowed to notice things. I'm not allowed to do things, and this is.
For the record, I don't really know who this guy is either. This is my first video I've ever seen from this guy. Like I said, one of my buddies put this in my Discord for me to react to, and here we are.
What these simps do for these corporate brands a lot of the time. Now, the Critical Drinker and Eric July and others have also reacted to this because cancel culture is very much alive today from the left, and they are very much trying to scaffold
very true.
Of, like, disassociating.
You can look around and see that.
And this is something that is a problem that's still maintaining. Nothing has changed in the culture. Hollywood is all controlled by the same idiot, crazy, leftist, communist craze.
I will say that it has gotten better. Like I said, I don't know this guy, but yeah, he is right about this. I mean, he's right, but I feel like that is kind of changing. Like, I feel like a lot of people are starting to not really give a shit. Like, I feel like we're kind of winning this like war back. Personally.
The publishing industry's all
definitely getting. We'll talk about publishing in Hollywood. Yeah, sure.
and nothing has actually moved forward in the culture whatsoever. And so this is exactly why we fight. This is exactly what we're trying to change.
I'm going
And
to
the fact
crack a
that
beer
somebody
for
like
this one.
Matt Dinneman and Brandon Sanderson, they always have the exact same trajectory, if you noted. Somebody
Oh,
like
wait,
so
wait.
This is exactly why we fight. This is exactly what we're trying to change. And the fact that somebody like Matt Dinneman and Brandon Sanderson, they always have the exact same trajectory, if you notice. They start out kind of apolitical and fun, and then as they move up their ranks,
evolve to
they
leftist a
have
little
to,
bit.
like, broadcast themselves to sell their souls, I guess, to this globalist elite, the satanic.
Damn, has Sanderson done that? I haven't been watching a lot of his videos. I know he posts videos on his YouTube channel. Oh, no. Has he really? Oh, that's going to break my heart. I'm going to have to look into that. Because I really love his books. I can't lie. Now, granted, they definitely started to dip in quality a little bit at, like, I'd say Stormlight 5. Because, like, Stormlight 5 had some things in it that I didn't enjoy, but it wasn't... Like, they were rather front and center in some ways, and then in other ways, not really. But I really like his character, like, style and the way he makes his characters, so I try to give him, like, some grace and some flack. Or not some flack, some, try to give him, like, the benefit of the doubt in a lot of ways. But, man. Yeah, I really like Sanderson, though. Man, oh, man, that's... Oh, boy.
Pedophile ring out there that controls everything. Otherwise,
Wait,
this
what?
elite, the satanic pedophile sell their souls, I guess, to
Ooh.
this globalist elite, the satanic pedophile ring out there that controls everything. Otherwise, they have to.
Don't do it, Sanderson. It's not worth it.
Be allowed their spot in fame. It seems to be.
I know I'm just a
It's
dumb
very,
fox
very
boy on the
sad.
internet, but
we're
don't
gonna
do
get
it.
into this and the reactions to it today. Please hit
As a fan, please don't do it. Especially if you can just channel that Mistborn energy and early Stormlight Archive energy into everything you do, you'll be fine.
the like, subscribe button. Join us here as we talk about all things fantasy. This is your real fantasy news. And I am an independent fantasy author and sci-fi author and comic creator who does things myself, scrapping it out here. I got no studios behind me. In fact, people try to kneecap me at every single step of the way here because I tell the truth, and that's what it comes down to. And so I write beautiful fiction that's really heroic. It's fun. It doesn't have anything to do with any of this nonsense because I'm trying to bring back the classics, and that's what we're trying to do around here.
Okay,
So sign up, guys.
I'm with you.
We have
Okay.
a lot coming this year. I work very, very hard. This is my primary work that I do, is working on this stuff for you. I YouTube just as advertisement for this, really. And it's the only way to get ahead when you've got everything stacked against you. So check it out, guys. 3 free books for signing up. You get a fantasy book, a sci-fi book, and a full superhero graphic novel. Some great stuff that builds into beautiful worlds that I keep expanding upon. And I appreciate you guys for reading and building this because it's been crazy. We sold a lot
This
of
guy might know
audiobooks
ball.
throughout the month. I've never seen anything
Is this guy
like
a
it.
ball knower? Holy
So
shit!
Definitely the word's
It seems.
out there.
It sure seems
I
like it,
appreciate
doesn't
you
it?
being here. So, I've covered it before. Matt Dinneman on The Critical Drinker. He says, I regret my books have any association whatsoever with him. I hope one day to have his part in Book 3 removed altogether. It's a distraction. And the only edgelord douchebag I want people to think of when they read
What?
AI itself. So, this is what he's reacting.
Wait, what? I regret that my books have any association whatsoever with him. Talking about Critical Drinker. I hope one day to have his part in Book 3 removed altogether. It's a distraction, and the only edgelord douchebag I want people to think of with my books is the AI itself. Wow, what the fuck? Okay, because yeah, I heard that there's like an AI basically in the book that's like a character that like does the thing that he's like, the AI character's like kind of supposed to be funny or whatever. But dude, he would be a great narrator for this kind of shit. What are you talking? I'm blown away. Oh, I wanted to read this, but like, I'm getting confused. I don't know. You let me know if I should check it out. Like, I heard it's really good, but, oh no.
Acting on Reddit to The Critical Drinker being in his book because people threw a fit
Oh,
about
on
it.
Reddit,
because
of
leftists,
course.
As much as they shriek diversity and inclusivity, they don't want
They
diversity.
don't
or
actually care.
inclusivity. They want everything to be this like leftist hellhole where they agree with them 100%. Matt Dinneman has the virtue signal towards that in order to appease the gods of Hollywood at this point, to make sure that I'm not associated with this guy. Now, we saw something different earlier last week.
Do you think he actually
where
cares
Nathan
then?
Weir actually went on the channel there.
Do you think he actually cares that Critical Drinker read this section of the book, like he said? Like, because, I mean, if he's just grifting for this, then, like... This is why you can't trust these people, because they literally just lie to further their own cause or to further their own shit, you know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, I guess it's hard in some extent to trust anyone really when that's the case, but like, damn, dude, like, how do you know what someone actually really thinks? Because he's saying this, but how do you know he actually believes it? I don't know. Man, dude, this is hard. This is a pickle.
And Andy Weir seems to have made it despite all of this a lot of the time, which is kind of interesting. Now, he was forced to apologize for his comments on there, which his comments were just true and what everybody was thinking. It was about Starfleet Academy being slop. And
Yeah, it was
like
slop.
it was.
Yeah.
Very, very good stuff. But he actually was forced
Is that
to
what really what they're
apologize
mad
after
about?
other authors, notably one who has a new Amazon Prime Video crime drama called Crime 101, started shaming him for it online to provide a bunch of social pressure that you shouldn't say anything in those sorts of situations. So you see that the Hollywood reaction, you have to stay within certain bounds or that's it. And actually talking to Critical Drinker probably got Andy Weir in some trouble here, even though he's got the #1 film in the world right now. So it seems like, oh gosh.
Still haven't seen it. I heard it was
they
really,
can't
really
cancel
good,
him
though.
all the
It's
way,
definitely
but,
up my alley.
They sure want to because of just that. And Matt Dinneman's just trying to get ahead of that because he clearly didn't want to have that association there. Now, Critical Drinker responded
Well, then why the hell would you hire him to be in the book in the first place? You obviously knew who he was and what he thinks and all this other shit. And you're at least virtue signaling to be able to be a person that cares about those kind of things, even though you're probably like, are you not able to separate like a person from those things? Like, are you just someone that thinks that like someone's politics is their entire personality, like you? You know, what the hell? People are more than just one thing. Holy shit. Damn, these people are fucking schizos, aren't they?
this, which is great. And he said, this is very interesting. LOL, that's interesting, because he was very excited to work with me and claimed to be a big fan when it benefited him.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
People scaffold these guys, and they're all about scaffolding, and they don't care about anything. They're really just trying to care about sales. Even the performative anti-Trump crap that he's probably...
Literally, I read this in my mind in Drinker's voice. He has such an iconic voice, I swear to God, he does.
Doing now and putting into his book Anti-Operation Bounce House, which is very highly charged politically, is all just a
Let's see if we can do it. Lol, that's interesting, since he was very excited to work with me and claimed to be a big fan when it benefited him. Now that he's trying to break into TV, suddenly he's filled with regret. Good luck sucking all that Hollywood dick, buddy. Hope it's worth it. Go away now.
calculated move because, you know, these people are just very, very scummy when it comes to that sort of thing. Now he's trying to break into TV. Suddenly he's filled with a regret. Good luck sucking all that Hollywood D, buddy. Hope
Dude, this
it's
is
worth
crazy.
It. There's where he goes on that.
What
Eric July
the
also responded
fuck?
to this, saying, I see a lot of people are talking about Matt Dinneman denouncing Critical Drinker despite working with him previously, claiming he now regrets it. I'd like to offer some perspective, and this is a very good post here. Anyone who wants success within the mainstream traditional pipelines knows that even mild association with people in our corner of the internet puts that at risk. Is it illogical? Yeah.
Which means that we have to tear down that corner of Hollywood, in my opinion, because guess who really controls the culture war? In a lot of ways, it's us. Don't let them fucking forget that. They don't exist without our fucking money. Because we are the majority and they are the minority. Don't let them forget that. We just gotta stop letting the small minority of people control fucking everything.
Yes, but the mainstream doesn't operate on logic. It operates on status. Yes. Perceived legitimacy is powerful, and the alternatives large followings are seen as threats to their power infrastructure. So anyone still pursuing those mainstream channels will eventually be pressured to denounce or distance themselves from people in our circles. They simply don't get the opportunities. The mainstream cultural influence has waned, but they still control the pipelines. It's very rare for someone with access to those channels while openly associating with alternatives. We know this is foolish. People like Drinker are enormously influential and successful in their own right, but this is about power, not merit. We've had the privilege of working with the Critical Drinker on Rippaverse projects. He's been nothing but professional. As with many of our spaces, one of the loudest critics don't actually listen to what he says, but which is why they portray him as someone who hates every movie despite being that verifiably false. They need you to be whatever they need you to be in order to justify what they're going to do or say about you. Rippaverse itself has turned down or lost opportunities because of this dynamic. They'll demand you distance yourself from certain people, or they won't collaborate with you, not because you're bad, but because they want to stay in the good graces and have built a narrative that you are. This is why I don't have a clean answer for how we got past this area. We deployed tactics and people like us, not right-wing, just normal people aren't willing to engage in. Now, this is...
We need to be very clear. That is another one of these, like, propaganda things to where, like, when they say someone, like, how is this phrased? Like us, not right-wing, just normal people aren't willing to engage in. That's another one of those propaganda pieces where these people, like, they make leftist politics the normal people versus what actually is a normal person, which is probably a jumble of both left-wing think and right-wing think. This person, who's like kind of like, I don't want to say it exactly about this post. I kind of lost the context of whatever this post, like whoever's writing this, right? But like there's this thought process, right? Like being left-wing to them is being normal, so being not that is an other to them because they are an other in everywhere else that they go. Like they're just like outside of everything, right? Like these people, like they're so weird and they're in such a bubble that they think that anyone that is not in that bubble is weird because they never expose themselves to anyone outside of that bubble, if that makes any sense. Maybe I'm explaining this, Terry, but basically what I'm trying to say is like what they think is normal is not fucking normal. What they consider normal is like calling everyone by xenopronouns and like what their soul name is or whatever the fuck bullshit. Normal people don't give a fuck about that shit. Normal people are a mix of left and right wing things. A lot of people are. I know that I am, even though I lean much more conservative nowadays. But this is like, dude, holy shit, what is... I wonder if he scrolls down a little bit under here. You're not understanding that people don't want to something negative because that appears to chance, blah, 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 blah. Their problems are proving my entire point. Okay, I'm going to assume this Eric July person's probably a fucking retard. I don't know. This is very interesting.
We deployed tactics and people like us, not right-wing, just normal people aren't willing to engage in. Now, this is interesting because you see Eric July actually says not right-wing in there, like distancing himself from the right-wing. I deal with this, like people in these influencer spheres, even within these circles.
Having families is normal. Being hetero is normal. Being attracted to the opposite sex is normal. They can't say that.
Are very much attempting to...
A woman has 2 X chromosomes. They can't say it.
Tear this channel down and get other people not to associate.
And is typically brooding.
Eric July actually is faced with a lot of that.
And not an ugly cisgenic freak or however the fuck you say it. It's fucking weird.
Himself, because of
those people are
within,
strange.
His sort of organization over there that hate me for whatever reason. It's just asinine. But not that he's been rude to me or anything like that. But I've definitely seen a very active distancing in the same manner. So this still goes on within our circles and is still a big deal right now. In fact, a lot of people are going on the Critical Drinker comments saying that this story originated with me and therefore they shouldn't be giving it airtime because even though Matt Dinniman said this stuff, even though Matt Dinniman is a rabid communist leftist, I was the one who first reported on it. Therefore, it's a bad thing. It's freaking insane. But this is what cancel culture is, and it exists at the top of the Hollywood level, and it exists actually down to the influencer sphere.
I do want to check out the book, but man, dude, golly, it kills me. I don't want to support someone like that. I am willing to separate an artist from the actual art, though. So, like, I mean, I am willing to still check it out because I do believe in that principle. I do believe in that. So, I mean, like, I do still want to check it out, but damn, dude. You're a fucking commie. There's only one thing you do with commies, and we all know what that is.
In this level, and you see a lot of these influencers acting like this as well. What it comes down to is when you're really right-wing, and the further right that you slide, the further Christian that you slide.
It doesn't even have to be right-wing. You just have to not be left, and they'll want to kill you. We see this every fucking day.
They don't want that to have influence because they know if that transformative bit changes culture to be better, to be what it was, that they're not going to be able to keep up what's going on the further left that they slide because it's all pretty much crazy slop. I mean, the Matt Dinniman stuff's not that good, guys. Let's be honest. And then Brandon Sanderson stuff, not that good, guys. But what
whoa, Sanderson stuff is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do really love Sanderson's books. I have almost every book he's written, like in physical, and I've listened to it on Audible. I do really like Sanderson's stuff. I cannot lie. It might be a little frustrating sometimes. But fuck me, dude. I love that Mistborn series, man. And those first, like, 3 Stormlight books, holy fucking shit. I love those books. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how lefty Sanderson has gotten now. But, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I do really love Sanderson's novels. I think they're quite good. I even like the short story stuff that he's made.
True is actually the right-wing culture that all this stuff spawned out of. The father of fantasy, grandfather of fantasy, J.R.R. Tolkien.
Oh, the GOAT.
Christian and conservative work. C.S. Lewis, beautiful Christian and conservative
Yeah.
work. That's the stuff that stands the test of time because there's real values behind the heroism there. When you strip that away, when you strip away the values, you try to make it this like current year nonsense, you're really talking about nothing, and your stories mean nothing as a consequence.
But I think that, okay, to defend Sanderson a little bit more here, if you look at the Mistborn sequel trilogy, it doesn't necessarily have any of those like old school values like that, like a Tolkien or Lewis, or I mean, hell, I don't even think it would have the same values as something like Robert Jordan. But I do think that they're really, really good still, though, because like Wax and Wayne, they definitely, I don't know, in some ways you could say that Wax definitely goes on a journey of turning back to faith, but not exactly in like the traditional sense. Maybe I cut this out of the video. I don't know. I forgot where I was going with that. But man, I do like, I don't know. I think that especially if you look at the Mistborn sequel trilogy, because it's a fair bit shorter. It's 4 books, but it's a bit shorter of a timeline or shorter read time than like the original trilogy was. I just feel like that's such a good encapsulation of like stuff that he's made. Personally, I don't know. Man, I hate to hear that about this though. Ah, man, that sucks. I love books so much.
And that's
Golly,
exactly
man.
what Hollywood and the like is afraid of here. It is very, very funny, and it is interesting watching the Hollywood scaffolding and the influencer scaffolding and all this stuff going on. It is the plight of the right, and it's something that would just move forward, guys. All we can
We're
do
the
is
real
just
oppressed
keep
people.
creating, keep working hard, and keep doing our thing. And that's what it comes down to, because God will provide, and that's exactly what's happening now.
True.
So God bless you guys. I hope this was interesting to you. Sign up for my
Wow.
newsletter in the description below. If you like my thoughts on storytelling and the like, you're going to enjoy my books. I have a fantasy book, a sci-fi book, and a full superhero graphic novel for you. I appreciate you being here, and we'll be back soon.
Wow, I've never heard of this guy before. That was a really good video. I can't lie. Well, damn. Let's see here. What do we have? We don't hate Hollywood enough. True. Yeah, no, people don't. The Drinker has gotten too influential, and is now on their must be destroyed list. This sort of thing will continue. Yes, and yeah, it's just, I don't know what to do about it, but it's absolutely awful. Yeah, funny he wanted to work with Drinker back then, but as soon as Hollywood calls, he turns his back on him. What a pathetic coward. Yeah, that seems about right. Never apologize, teabag them. I heard that. Holy moly. Yeah, this was very what the fuck is that, Nox? Oh boy, we make some funny things, don't we? Okay. Oh man, well that was a fun read, or fun listen, fun watch. If you enjoyed my commentary at all, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like down there, and go ahead and comment on the video for me. That'd be really cool. I'd appreciate it. And then YouTube thinks that you'll like one of these videos on the sides of the screen here. And until then, I will see y'all next time. Bye. Peace. Okay. Oh, we need a little bit of a palate cleanser, but we're not there yet. Tonight's going to be a hard night. Tonight is going to be all quiet on the frontal lobe. I was hoping that one of my buddies would join, but it doesn't look like she's going to be able to. But that's quite all right. That's quite all right. How are we doing over here? Oh, I don't know. There's no way it's still there like that. There is no way. Oh, wow. Dang. Okay. Well, now we need to get some gaming stuff in, because we've done our culture, we've done our gun slop, culture slop. Now we get gaming slop for the next, like, 2 videos, I think. Okay, we are going to be watching 2 Rev videos tonight, because I wanted to. I really like Rev.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rick here.
No, I need an intro, don't I? I'm just chilling. I'm just relaxing, thinking. Okay, we need an intro. So I'm a new fan of this series. I only just started playing Persona, and I'm starting on Persona 5, and let me know if y'all in the comments have played it before. I was really excited for Persona 4 Revival. I'm going to try to finish Persona 3 before this comes out, but we will see how that goes with the content schedule. Let me know if y'all, like I said, have played these games or not, because I'm really liking it so far. The style and the music of the game is pretty peak. It's pretty top tier, I can't lie. I love me some good JRPG goodness.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rick here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Persona 4 Revival situation. It appears
what is the situation?
Full modern audience, specifically to sanitize itself for the Western audience that is hypersensitive about everything. They were removing many problematic.
Why can't we just have a filter in the games for it? Like, why can't we have a button at the top of the screen whenever you start up a game and it's like, are you a pussy or not? And then if you select no, then you get the normal version, and if you select yes, then you get the bullshit version. Come on, can we not? You know how good that would be? Make it like Baldur's Gate, where you get to choose the level of degeneracy you have. Come on.
Of this game and this franchise to cater to these screechers on social media who are still not satisfied even with these changes. Even after bending the knee, it is not enough. The things
that's why you can't do it. You cannot capitulate to them.
Problematic dialogue, including jokes that were deemed
oh my
insensitive.
God.
Those have been
If you really get offended by jokes, bro, get the fuck out of here. You're such a pussy, dude. Stop with that shit. No one wants to cater around you. I bet you're so fun at parties. Oh, I bet you're so fun. Oh, I bet you're so fucking fun to hang around. I bet you're so popular and have so many friends that you get just so offended at every little fucking thing around you. God, it's so fucking annoying.
Is a lot more simple.
I'm losing my mind.
Very evident to realize it's the fan service. Apparently, bathing
oh, I
suits
can't
are not
stand the fan
allowed any
service.
longer in this franchise. That's a little bit too much
Oh,
for the
my
Western
word.
audience, because we have a very interesting situation. So when it comes to the character
Trailer for Rise
Rise,
of Kajaz.
it appears that a bathing suit scene in one of the promotional
Oh
trailers
my
for this
fucking
game
goodness.
has only been removed in the Western version of this trailer. You can see
that's
on the
so
left,
bullshit.
this is from the Japanese trailer, and on the right, that is the same timestamp in the English version of this trailer. They clearly cut out this entire sequence because,
You
well,
know what was a fat that
people on the
complained
Western
about it?
side of Twitter are loud, obnoxious screechers who are angry about this. And, well, on the one hand, you could say, well, Japan doesn't want to cater to them anymore, and really that is the product of so much outrage that clearly
Japan should absolutely keep their shit exactly how it is and don't fucking censor it or change it at all for Western audiences. If they don't want it, they will not buy it. Because we, the regular people, do want it and we will buy it. Stop catering to these people, because it is never enough. You give them an inch and they'll take 10,000 miles. We see it every place that this happens in.
is being heard by Japanese developers, but of course, you'll never make anyone happy. You can see ignorant comments like this, not realizing
15-year-old.
that
It's not about that, dude. And even if it was, get the fuck out of here.
On top of that, you have tweets like this getting
I don't know if I'm saying that right, but
I like how Predators post this and they're like Atlas section.
You can't like just hold on. If you're gonna see a girl in a bathing suit, like, no, I'm looking at this girl here that's in a bathing suit instantly. Like, one, I'm not assuming that the girl's 15, and then number two, it's like, why is it that your brain instantly goes to there? Can you not go to, I don't know, the beach or the pool and just see a cute family all wearing their bathing suits? You instantly have to sexualize them. Like, that's not cool, and that is very weird of you. That you can't just see a normal person in a bathing suit and then not freak the fuck out. I don't know, man. You people are fucking insane.
Well, if you actually played the game, you'd know this, and her dungeon is actually talking about how disgusting you are. Well, of course, it's not enough for them to remove the fact that their entire account is dedicated to this character that they're so upset about.
What?
Hypocrisy as usual. But on top
Oh
of that,
my
people are pointing out
word.
that individuals like this are not only annoying and virtue signaling, They're also hypocrites and tourists who don't understand what they're even talking about. This quote saying, "The dungeons aren't created by the person or their shadow. They're reflections of the collective unconscious. The dungeon wasn't about how disgusting we are. It's a reflection of how the public saw Rize. You regards don't know Jungian philosophy if it bit your behind."
That's
Then,
a
of
bit
course,
high-minded for me,
we
but
have this right.
I do enjoy. I enjoyed the own. I think that was a bit high-minded for me. I can't lie. I'm gonna have to look into this after streaming. What did they call this? Jungian philosophy. I've honestly never heard this. Now this kind of sounds like what do you call it? We just got done talking about Sanderson, but this kind of sounds like Shadesmar. Anyways, it's because I have done one palace in Persona 5. I'm not very, very far. With the gym coach in Persona 5, I thought that it was about how he perceived himself. But now this is interesting about how, like, collectiveness. Interesting. Okay, very interesting. I don't know. Weird tangent, I know, but I was curious.
We have this right here. This is now pruning the problematic dialogue in this revival. As you can see, Persona 4 Revival producer confirms changes to Yosuke to fit today's era.
He changed his outfit?
Yes.
Was his outfit?
That is some magical language right there. Modern
bad?
Audience, current times, modern times. They're using today's era. That is a new one. Mark it down.
Yeah,
anytime you hear today's
pretty
era
bad.
being used as a defense for censorship, you know you're dealing with someone who absolutely bent the knee. But it's more than just some general approach about fitting in today's era, which no one wants. Does anyone want the dialogue of a game, a revival game, to fit today's climate? Absolutely
No.
not. But we got...
I want them to be completely alien and not like reality at all. It's a video game. I want to escape. Please. Now, granted, this takes place in Tokyo. I want it to be modern to Tokyo in the year that it takes place in. But that's not... Being that woke is not in Japan's culture.
some specific examples narrowing it down a
Broadly
little
speaking.
bit. So as you can see, while Persona 4 Revival has yet to be announced for the Nintendo Switch 2 by Atlus and Sega, it is expected to come out at some point. Today, more information has been revealed. Persona Team General Producer said that they will be making changes to Yosuke, saying that he's a little bit insensitive in terms of how he treats outsiders.
Without reading the rest of the quote, because my microphone's kind of hiding it from the way I'm talking into it, I'm going to assume that him being insensitive to outsiders is either him making a joke and not really meaning it, or the joke has a kernel of truth to it that makes them uncomfortable.
Sometimes. So we wanted to lighten that up and make it a little bit more fitting for the world we live in now. And what they're referring to is what people are considering homophobic jokes that were made during some of his dialogue. They are most likely getting rid of that to fit in with today's era, which is...
Oh, they don't even show the joke? That's insane.
Audience rhetoric. This is something that everyone is rejecting.
Man, can I finish the Persona games by that time?
Social media,
It was the only game I played, yeah, I guess.
but Yosuke doesn't live in the world we live in now. This is a very simple but very important point. They are changing a character to fit in not only with society outside of the game in real life.
Yeah, which I don't
but
want.
also
Nobody wants.
today's
Nobody cares.
Society. That makes absolutely no sense. It is a completely backwards decision. You can see more quotes saying, "Why can't some characters just sometimes be a jerk? It's relatable and
True.
good character development." Yeah, apparently that is not enough. Characters have to be perfect. They have to be role.
It's the same thing with like going, what is it called, Renegade in Mass Effect. You can't do that in the new Dragon Age. You can only be a very kind, like happy-go-lucky friend, or like a slightly stern happy-go-lucky friend, and that's literally it.
Models. They
You can't be any different.
Edgy. They can't have anything like that because, while the impressionable, mostly Western gamers will be very upset about that, and it might corrupt them because their brains are so broken, their brains are so susceptible to all kinds of negativity entering there and having damaging effects on them to the point of having a panic attack because a video game character is making a homophobic joke. But here's another quote saying, "We as humans have flaws, and that's what makes us human. We are not perfect. I'm not a fan of changing things like this just to fit the so-called current era, especially when the game isn't even supposed to take place in this era." In Persona 3 Reload, they did the same thing, similar to Yugo, and I hate it. Which, of course, they have.
Oh, did they? I got that game recently.
So this is nothing
Oh
new.
my god. The thing is, though, is when they try to rewrite transphobic lines, you can't even trust the when they try to rewrite these lines that are supposedly transphobic, like someone like me who's never played that game and that's interested to play it, you cannot trust that the lines that the character said were actually transphobic or if it was just a normal person take. That's what's really annoying about it to me, is that, like, so I don't even know what the line is that they changed. I'm going to assume it's probably bullshit, because almost everything that they do is bullshit.
And quite frankly, I'm not surprised that they're doing this, but you can still be disappointed while not being surprised. But of course, some people are rejoicing in this. You see quotes like this saying, LGBTQ-friendly Yosuke confirmed? It's nice for them to get an update like this. His behavior was very much the norm for the time when it came out. Unfortunately, it's understandably
So it fit for the time that it was in. It sounded like it was written well then, and since it's a remake, it should be just like the game was made then, just more better gameplay and graphics. And changing the game and the story to be fitting to this stuff that you claim to love so much, assuming you're not left-wing riffing, where like every single left-wing person feels like does because they're all just fucking insane. I don't understand. Like, I lost one of your with this right now. I'm not 100% you're gonna crazy with. You gotta be careful with. They're holy cow, are you fucking kidding me? Stop changing the shit, dude. Golly, leave the writing as it was. Who cares if it aged badly? There's some games that age badly and you still love them. Like shit, I think Assassin's Creed 1 aged badly. I still love Assassin's Creed 1. Shit.
very poorly. It's great to see the more upsetting behavior be softened a bit. Yes,
no one cares.
Jokes in a video game.
God, your ego is that fucking fragile.
I believe you should not be catered to people like this.
Exactly. Don't give them that, dude. Let's make it more uncomfortable for them so they give up the hobby.
With the kind of banter you would expect from pretty much any video game from years ago, but all of a sudden now it's so bad because
you can't trust that it's in good faith. You can't trust that the line was transphobic to begin with. It'd be something as simple as I get a milkshake from McDonald's and they're like, that's transphobic, and they have to take it out. And it's like, well, did it matter? No, of course not. But then why did it matter if you take it out? But if it doesn't matter to you, then why can't we just take it out? Well, why did it have to be taken out in the first place? And they just go in a cycle. It's so fucking annoying, dude. You cannot trust these people.
For real, people still be annoying about those few comments. Why are you worried? Well, again,
I'm not even delusional.
appeal to triviality, right? Oh, what's the big deal? Oh, why are you so mad? Why are you worried? Well, if it wasn't a big deal, then why did they change it in the first place? If it wasn't a big deal, you should have just left it alone.
Exactly.
Therefore, you're happy that's changed. But here's another thing. I don't actually think this is a bad thing, to be honest. I think his homophobia is actually a good character flaw for him to have. But the issue is that it's just kind of treated as a gag, and no one ever really calls him out for it. Ladies and gentlemen, they're happy it's being removed, but they're still mad that it's not being addressed.
They should put the lines back to the game and then double down and say he has a secret perk that's like kind of like Lyrian, where this character's preferred enemy type is homophobics or homos. Preferred. Oh lord, I can't say it. His preferred enemy type is homosexuals, so he bonus damage against anyone that he thinks is homosexual. Obviously, you could just like think about it, and then it just happens. Dude, really funny.
You'll never make these people happy. And yes, these people are so weak-minded. They need a video game to dictate their morals. If something happens that they think is bad in the game, it has to be corrected. Otherwise, what are they going to do? What are they supposed to think? The game approves X, Y, and Z. These are characters in a fictional setting.
Exactly.
Okay, you don't need every single thing to be resolved or addressed or corrected in any sort of way. This is incredibly, terminally online set behavior. But here's another quote saying, this is clearly well-intentioned, but if they want to make Persona 4 not homophobic, they'll need to rewrite the entire game from the ground up. Oh, I told you it's not enough. They need to rewrite the whole...
Whenever this game comes out, should we stream the old version? I know there's a version of it on Steam right now, but instead of playing the new one, should we play the old one? Let me know in the comments if we should do that. If you made this part of the video. Probably turn that into a short. This is gonna be interesting. I'm kind of curious how that would go.
Whole game now. It never stops at one change. It's the whole thing that needs to be rewritten now because apparently the whole game is homophobic. But speaking of the sort of never being enough,
we're not getting this romance route.
We're not getting this romance route.
What does that mean?
Yes, people are really mad that they're not getting a romance route with this character, and that is seemingly and very obviously because people want him to have a gay.
Oh yeah, no, don't do that. That'd be retarded.
His boys. This is what they want, and it's so ironic because all these people are just whining about reasons.
More heteronormative propaganda, please. That'd be fucking great. Can we please stop getting this crazy ass LGBT stuff, please? I beg you.
Begging in a bathing suit, and now
oh golly, just normal ass romance, please.
With this character in the same setting.
And I love a romance plot. I absolutely love a good romance subplot. It's fan-fucking-tastic. But please, can we just make things normal, please?
I mean, hypocrisy is...
They tried so hard to be special for so long.
But on a similar
it's so annoying.
Kotaku weighed in on all this, and they are...
Oh, this is gonna be bad, isn't it?
Kotaku things, saying, it sure sounds like is getting rid of the homophobia. Yosuke is apparently getting some changes on how he treats outsiders. Kotaku, of course, coming in...
Why does outsiders translate to homophobia? I would have thought that outsiders meant xenophobia. What the fuck, dude? Either we're trying to make a simile / metaphor, or we just don't know what the fucking words mean. I mean, I could be retarded and not know what the words mean, but correct me if I'm wrong, but just the word outsider does not equal homophobia.
Where
what
they
the fuck?
Basically say this is not enough. And even when referring to previous iterations of this game that removed problematic content, that wasn't even enough back then, because they didn't actually manifest queer relationships in the franchise. That's right. Even
no one cares.
Supposed transphobia and homophobia, if you don't provide some sort of a queer romance option in lieu of it, you're not doing enough. You're not a good enough ally, I'm sure is the kind of verbiage they use. But I tried to look up the author of this article, and of course I found them on Blue Sky. That's where all the games journalists hang out these days, and they're
color me shocked.
Whole, like, echo chamber over here, and just looking through this guy's account.
Oh god.
A sad account, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
And then you see posts like this.
NYC too. Jesus, he's a commie.
Just like as a rule, been mistaken for a straight man multiple times today, and that stuff sucks. LMFAO. This guy is literally pressed because strangers are assuming he is a straight man. The delicate sensibilities of Kotaku, Blue Sky users, and all of the above combined. Very pathetic stuff. But of course, Kotaku is still posting onto Twitter to the tune of 22 likes on 14,000 views.
Oh, that's funny.
In the comments, of course, they hate Twitter.
You are getting bodied in the comments, and you deserve it.
It means they're being mocked 99% of the time when it comes to their engagement.
Golly.
You can see, whoa, a company
that post was on
its product for censorship and piss-licking urinalist.
Oh, Savvy is so good. I love Savvy.
The sanitization of fiction sure is swell and always leads to increased sales. Neanderthals.
So good.
Always have the original and mods.
Exactly.
The game is now pro game now. Hard pass for me. That's not going on my screen. Abysmal framing. Persona 4 had nothing offensive to remove, and if a character like Yosuke is too offensive, I can only imagine what changes they'll have lined up for characters like Naoto and Kanji. Further tampering of existing games and franchises is disappointing. That remake won't be getting any money from us. Now I know
I guess I'll just play the original one.
These two, and I absolutely love Funky Stew.
You're gonna remove
I highly
them.
recommend newcomers to try Golden instead. It's probably going to be the best version.
And it still holds up well? Okay, then yeah, that's what we'll get. That we'll get that instead. Whenever the new one comes out, we'll get golden.
Debacle of a situation. Atlas has bent the knee. They're removing the problematic stuff, and they clearly have an eye on the Western audience. That seems to be the reason why they're doing all this to begin with. I don't think anyone in Japan is worked up about any of this, but of course, the loudest screechers come from the West. And
of course, every single time.
The importance of these screechers from social media, they're over-evaluating their importance in terms of who's interested in the game, or if they agree with them. We'll never really know, but at the end of the day, when the rubber meets the road, they're catering to them. Okay, they're catering to them. They're removing.
Don't do it, Atlas. Don't do it.
Making it for today's era, which is an absolute disgrace for Atlas or any company these days in this current era, as they say. But anyways, that's going to do this video. If you enjoyed, please give the video a like. Consider subscribing and turn on notifications for daily uploads.
Absolutely.
Streams a week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Rev. That was a great video. One thing I think that we should add for context as well is that I'm pretty sure Sega owns Atlas. I always see their names tied together whenever the Atlas thing comes up. Now, if Sega does own Atlas, keep in mind that Sega definitely does a lot of bullshit and LGBT shit with, like, the Sonic community. Because for whatever reason, every single person that likes Sonic is just a fucking furry. I don't know exactly why that is. But, yeah, there's a small chance that maybe Sega is forcing Atlas to do this, and that'd be something that I would be interested in knowing. Remakes pre-2020s. What will they improve? Remakes post-2020s. What will they ruin? Wow, that's pretty damn good. I am super sick of the 2% ruining everything, and I'm angry at companies always bending over for people who never buy the games anyway. This is it. This is the real thing. I really wish that, you know, like, every single one of these people, I really wish that every single one of these video game companies would understand this, because this is what they're doing. They are ruining it for 2% people that are not going to play it anyways. Dragon Age Veilguard sold on name brand alone, and that was it. And even then, it only sold, like, what, 15,000 copies or something crazy, like, that opening weekend. Like, it was abysmally bad. It was, like, laughably bad. Oh, that was a lot of fun, though. If you enjoyed my commentary at all, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button down below and leave a comment for me. That would be fan-freaking-tastic if you're very cash money. And also, too, we have a Discord that if you want to post any React suggestions in the Discord, I will more than likely take a look at them. And thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Okay. Let's get this right now. I need to post these to all three of my chats. Oh, no, I don't even have a YouTube chat pulled up. I don't even know if anyone... there's no way someone's been typing to me on YouTube. There's just no way. There's just no way. Does not have my... I allegedly got 2 viewers on Kick. Allegedly. I don't believe it. But one has kicked themselves and the other's bot. I almost clicked the wrong button. Right here. Okay. We've got a few more videos to go through. Man, I really do not see where, I don't even know when or if I'm live on YouTube or not. It says I am, though. Hopefully I can see some kind of YouTube chat in my multi-chat tool. Yeah, it says it's on. Okay. Well, we are going to keep on going. More video game sloppa. We've gone through 3 videos already. Hell yeah. Okay. Just sip here. It's not still going. Oh yeah, apparently it is. Okay. Okay. Now I saw the title of this video and this hit kind of hard. Now I saw the title of this video and this hit pretty close to home for me because I was a pretty big fan of Sony's games, especially during that PS4 era. I was all about PlayStation, and the opening frame of this video is from one of my favorite modern video game fights. So yeah, we're gonna be in for a ride. Hopefully my heart doesn't get broken too much.
Now that Summer Games Fest is coming,
hey,
you may have noticed something interesting about a lot of games being shown from all the various showcases.
What have I noticed? A lot of them are single player. A lot of them have good graphics. Very few of them had LGBT stuff. I saw very little multiplayer. There's only like 2 multiplayer games I could really think of off the top of my head. It was actually really good. I think this video is probably a little bit older, but Summer Games Fest was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm curious to see what
It's a lot
he
of
thought.
games that would normally be exclusive in some way on PlayStation suddenly being on everything else now. So what's going on? Well,
Sure.
it's a lot. For example, Final Fantasy VII
If only
Revelation,
Final Fantasy
the
16
finale
was on
displaying its
everything.
remake trilogy, is no longer a PS5 console exclusive. The game is now confirmed, as Open Critic stated here. That the
This is going to be so good. I cannot wait to play it on day one.
final game is now
I'm
coming to
very
every
excited.
one, which is a big change since Rebirth and Remake, the previous two games were PS5 console exclusives for at least a year before they went on to other platforms.
Gigantic
It became normal
mistake.
for many games to do this as well, right? Kingdom Hearts 4, as Open Critic stated here, will also be releasing on everything as well, whereas before the
Amazing.
Kingdom Hearts series was mostly a PlayStation console exclusive series apart from spin-offs on Nintendo consoles. This is also
This was so annoying. Is there any other big Kingdom Hearts fans that watch my videos and you just think that, like, wow, man, I would really have loved to have played all of those other Kingdom Hearts games, because basically all of the lore got told in these fucking handheld games and not in a mainline numbered entry that was on the fucking console that I owned, because I didn't own this specific fucking handheld, so I couldn't experience all of the story. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out and you're like, what the fuck is going on, and who are any of these characters? I wanted to be excited for this Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, and I could not give a shit less about it because I just don't know what the fuck is going on in this series anymore. And I want to. I love Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. They're amazing games. Some of the best games I ever played. But fuck me. God, they have such a complicated, like,
no longer the case.
Ugh.
Stellar Blade Blood Rain is confirmed by
Ooh, excited for that
IGN,
too. That's gonna be
self-published
great.
by Shift Up, whereas the first game in that series was also a PS5 console exclusive for at least a year until it went to PC. Now the sequel is coming everywhere. Persona 6, as Gamatsu confirmed here, is also coming to everything as well, whereas
We just watched a video about Persona. Fuck, dude, I hope that this game is good. I'm sure Endymion's gonna have a lot to say about this game. Oh, hopefully it's good.
Persona 5 and the other Persona games were usually PlayStation console exclusives for at least a year again. This is also, no surprise, no longer the case either. Persona 4 Revival, the remake of the beloved classic and one of my favorite entries in the series, is also no longer a
Ooh, I bet he has a lot to say about it. Ooh, I wonder if he's been hearing about the stuff that's going on with it. Oh, man.
PlayStation console exclusive, which P4 was, and even its updated version Golden was on the PS Vita for years until it eventually came to PC way after. But the remake, nope, also no longer tied to just Sony's console, as Video Games Chronicle confirms here as well. Resident
Dude,
Evil
Persona's
Code
cutscenes.
Veronica
I started playing those games. Dude, the cutscenes in those games are so good. They're so animated. It's great. Great JRPG. I'm loving it so far.
remake is also not a PS5 console exclusive either. And the series in general has moved away from being that on Sony's end for a very long time now too. Even Stranger Than Heaven
I don't
has confirmed
remember
here is also
Resident Evil
not
being
a PS5
exclusive.
console exclusive, despite the developers' previous games like the Yakuza franchise beginning on PlayStation all those years ago, and it's a pattern that keeps forming.
Really loved that first trailer for that game.
Party seems to be releasing
Looks
as a
really
console
cool.
exclusive on PlayStation anymore, and it's painting the picture that Sony is losing these partnerships they once used to revel in. So, what's going on? Why is Sony losing their ability to be a strong enough platform like they used to be when it comes to being a compelling platform meant for publishers and studios to bank their futures on? Why?
I think it's because consoles are dying, unfortunately. As much as I don't want consoles to die, I do want the exclusivity stuff to kind of die down. Because, like, I'm not going to buy a PlayStation again just to play the new game. I'd rather get it on PC where the hardware is going to be better. And I've already invested a lot of money into it, I think. You know? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm sure Andy Meon's going to share his opinion here, and it's probably going to be similar to mine, but I know that he's a console gamer, and I would know by no stretch of the imagination, I would by no means, like, call him not a gamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, he cares so much about these video games, and, like, I want consoles to stay good and relevant for people like Endymion that do such a service to the gaming community with his videos. You know, like, there's no reason why he shouldn't get special things, but I'm sure that even he wouldn't necessarily want to gatekeep certain games by keeping them only on the console. But also, too, for the consoles, you kind of need them to be able to have their own things. Like, there has to be a reason to buy it. But it just kind of feels like they've lost some of that, maybe that entrepreneurial spirit, to where it doesn't really feel like there's a reason to buy it. I'm not clamoring at the teat to get a PlayStation 6, you know what I'm saying? Even though those aren't out yet or even announced, but I'm sure it's coming.
Is everyone leaving Sony PlayStation? The question is all-encompassing. To pinpoint the exact moment that Sony turned towards their path of no longer being a brand that developers could reasonably bank on like they used to, I think it's a few things. So let's get into
After
it.
2018.
For one, from
2019 to
Silicon Angle
2020,
all the way back in
where they started to fall
2016,
off.
as you can see here, Sony moved their PlayStation headquarters from Tokyo, Japan, all the way to California.
Oh, so that's where it died. Okay, yeah, that was the moment. Never do it. Don't do it. It was better in Japan. Take it back. Put it back. Fire all the American workers. Hire only the Japanese workers. I bet your company will come back in like 3 years.
As then president and CEO of Sony, Andrew House, put it here, by integrating the strengths of PlayStation's hardware, software, content, and network operations, Sony Interactive Entertainment will become an even stronger entity, with a clear objective to further accelerate the growth of the PlayStation business, which they did to a certain degree, but also made quite a bit of slop too. A lot of players online will tell you the same thing. It started to change slowly but surely.
I don't care what anyone says. I really loved God of War 2018. I thought it was a fantastic video game. I understand that it was really hand-holdy and stuff like that, but I still thought it was a really, really good game. This particular fight was fucking insane. I loved the Seagrin fight.
Once Sony moved to California, and I think the reasoning was obvious.
It was tough,
Sony,
but it was fun.
I know, is a Japanese company built upon Japanese values and customs. Wow, who could have guessed it? In California is
Should have stayed that way.
People who lean politically in such a way that, let's just say, they are constantly trying to push what they think are progressive values.
Which is a very nice way of saying ruining our entire hobby in every sort of way imaginable that you could ever conceive of.
When they are almost always destructive instead. The problem is that Sony needs its values to still be Sony. Up until maybe
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Sony was at least mostly keeping their identity in check following the PS5 launch. And the explosion of
I platinumed that Ghost of Tsushima game. It was so fucking peak.
Post-COVID era expansion, things got, well, a lot worse. Companies bulked up, hiring en masse thousands of developers into these studios that were believed to be needed. It bloated and ballooned the entire games industry to unsustainable levels. The massive expansion of the games industry in 2020, which Sony did as well as everybody else, was seen as
I even liked this game, Infamous Second Son. It was a great game.
Schreier, for example, explained in a video on his channel, as seen here, that he
It wasn't perfect, but
on why
it was really
games
cool.
take so long to make, why they're expensive, and all of that. I won't show any of his footage because he'll probably copyright me, but the point being is that Jason is largely an apologist for the sorts of practices that companies like Sony have been pushing for so long and why things are not working.
He's a
In Jason's opinion, it's likely the reason why Sony lost their partnerships is because games are too expensive now to make. The teams are far too large. The overhead is insane, and apparently...
And that's not our fault, that's y'all's fault. They always try to push that on us and raise the price and take away physical discs and everything else, and none of us really asked for that. And now granted, I'm someone that doesn't really care about the physical disc thing because I have been digital for a very long time, but not having that for collectors and not having that, actual physical disc to be able to let your buddy borrow it, or not having the physical disc to like just have so that you can play the games offline, that's pretty fucking terrible. That's very anti-consumerist, and I do not like it.
This is all our fault.
Very
not
dystopian.
Sony's or Microsoft's or any other bigwig company that, holds all the cards. It's an apologist way of simply saying, well, things are the way they are because we screwed up, but we don't want to label it that way. So instead, we're just going to pass off the problem to you. It's not my fault or yours that Sony lost their partnership deals with practically everybody. Why no single third-party company wants to sign any exclusive deals or contracts with PlayStation to make their games.
I bought that and I still haven't played it. I want to though.
Time window like they did before, like all of the time.
It looks so fucking cool.
The answer is simple. It's because Sony has squandered their opportunities, and to frame it is as if it's our fault or that we need to now pay more for games that aren't as good doesn't make any sense to me. These publishers have had nothing but decades to make as much money as humanly possible off of each and every one of us. They've had every good grace and opportunity to make sure they meet the demands of their player bases
that split fiction game.
Yet with their policies, or shifting their entire headquarters from their home countries of all things to California of all places, and then they ignore the fact that maybe the local political state of your new HQ will maybe have, I don't know, a massive effect on your games. It's kind of hubris to me. The reason why people love Sony is simple. It's because they're Japanese. It's like anime.
Yes.
You don't watch anime because it reflects Western values. You enjoy it because it's inherently Japanese at its core. It's something that can only exist because the nature and society that it originated from is
so different. Yes, exactly.
At odds with their own nature. They're a Japanese company that believes that they need to be westernized. But by adopting...
And you don't stay Japanese. Stay uniquely your own. Do not fucking change for Westerners. Don't fucking do it. Because there are so many people here that don't give a shit about Western slop. We hate our shit. And we love the things that y'all make because it's different than ours. And many of us, myself included, we grew up on it. It's our comfort. We don't want that to change. There's a lot of us that wish, like, your culture would kind of come and, in some ways, I don't want to say colonize, but take over some of our things. Like a lot of us really just cannot fucking stand how the habits and the policies and whatever the fuck else. Keep your stuff uniquely Japanese. We love it because it is uniquely yours and you. And we want to experience that. Like, what is the quote? I'm trying to remember a really good quote that I heard from Assassin's Creed Revelations from, like, my childhood. It was like, the world is unique and beautiful, and it is a tapestry of many shapes and patterns and many colors. And it's beautiful because it is that. If it was all the same and all the same drab color and all of the same patterns, it would be fucking boring. We don't care about any of the shit that we have here. We want yours. We want the things that you make because it's beautiful and colorful and different. Please stop thinking that you need to westernize yourselves for us. We don't want you to be westernized. We want you to stay uniquely Japanese. because that is obviously what people in your country would want, and it is what a lot of us here want.
Values that they weren't built upon, they run the risk of
Thanks for
losing
my
their
TED Talk.
ability
Thanks
to
for coming.
be who they actually were in the first place. Before PlayStation meant something, when you bought a console from Sony, you knew what you were getting into.
Absolutely.
Unique first-party games and something completely different from anything else being made in the industry, like Parappa the Rapper. Look at that little guy dance. Oh, so great. But PlayStation before wasn't even trying to be like everyone else. They were instead, setting a standard. But with how they're going about things now, it feels as though Sony is drifting away from their identity. And while sure they're pouring more money than ever into these future blockbuster games, the core problem
I remember
still
thinking that
exists,
game was
that
cool, but I don't
PlayStation
remember
as an
anything else about it.
identity is worse for it. Those partnerships deals that are
I remember
shifting
hating that it
that's
was
a
30
red flag.
FPS.
And you have to wonder if Sony even knows what
FF16.
PlayStation stands for anymore.
So
Because
good.
from where I'm standing, Sony seems determined to trade its unique identity for something that's safer, broader, and ultimately way less memorable in the long run. And I truly believe that might be the biggest mistake the company has made in a lot of years. Well, that and, giving like $400 million to Naughty Dog to make a bald woman space game, but that's besides the point. It's as if they're
We don't have to get
systematically
into it.
dismantling their Japanese DNA at their core to chase sterile, westernized game design instead. But if you ask
you
me,
get that
that's
bitch off the
never been
screen,
what
shit.
Sony was about. Many of Sony's franchises
There's a
now
game
are
here,
westernized
yeah.
to such a point it doesn't feel as if Sony's identity is as strong as it used to be. Is it
It's
any
not.
wonder that the single game that not only won
Nor
Game
is
of the Year when it
Xbox's.
released but made waves was Astrobot, a game by Team Asobi, which is a studio comprises somewhere close to only 60 Japanese developers. And Astrobot is unapologetically a PlayStation game made by Japanese developers, and it shows because it oozes creativity. It has brand recognition up the wazoo and borderline perfect game design that excites you.
Westerners wish they were even 1/4 as creative as you guys are. I'm telling you, please stay yourselves.
At every turn. I love that game. There's a reason it won all the awards that it did, because Astrobot is Sony Japan, and it fully embraces that. Astrobot is also not a fully priced title. Maybe they can learn from that too, nor is it made with a ballooning budget compared to Sony's other games, which again,
Hot take, I think GTA 6 would sell gangbusters if instead of the base price being $80 to $100, if it was $40 to $60. Just saying, that game would sell even more copies than what it's already projecting. It would never happen, but I think it would sell a lot better.
they can learn from that as well. Whereas most Sony
Because I know the fuck I'm not
games
buying
must
that shit
sell
for
millions
$80 to
upon
$100.
millions of copies to achieve profitability, because Astrobot's budget was somewhere apparently in the 20 to maybe 50 million range, give or take, it didn't need to sell nearly as much to break even. Plus, the game was made in about 2 to 3 years of dev time, which for AAA game development these days, that's almost unheard of. But that's why Astrobot is so beloved, because it's what Sony should be about. Great Japanese games, not Western. Japanese.
Exactly.
No wonder why the games they had partnerships with before, like Final Fantasy, relished on the PlayStation ecosystem like they did, right? Because the identity of those games and Sony's identity coalesced perfectly. In Square Enix's case, the straw that broke their Chocobo partnership back exclusivity with Sony were two games in particular. Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Both games are PS5 console exclusives. Because
Yeah, I
every
just
Final
got Rebirth.
Fantasy
I'm
game
excited to
was
play it.
some degree exclusive for a time on Sony's hardware before.
I say I just got it. I got it like a little while ago. It's installed, but I haven't played it yet. I'm excited to play this. I heard it was not as good as Intergrade, but I'm still excited to check it out.
Well, I guess before PlayStation existed, it was on Nintendo.
It's more Final
but you get the
Fantasy.
idea. But anyway, because Sony began to walk away from their Japanese roots, specifically with the PS5, their core identity was no longer aligned with the sorts of players who would buy Rebirth or, say, 16, which damaged both of those game sales.
Which, to be fair, again, I might have the minority opinion on this, but I think that the combat in those games is a ton of fun. In a lot of ways, especially 7 remakes, they remind me a lot of the Kingdom Hearts combat. I still think that it feels very Japanese, and then plus 2, if we want to go, the action combat route, Devil May Cry is another really great example, in my opinion, of a good Japanese game, and the combat is not wholly different from those games. Like, it is rather different, but it's not, like, completely foreign from that kind of feel, and I personally really like it, and it really breaks my heart that 16 did not meet their profits, like, expectations, because, like, I really, really love 16. I think 16 is a fucking blast. I think it's a fantastic video game.
Pivot that Sony has made towards erasing their Japanese identity is nothing short of a misguided mission that is effectively erasing their history and identity in the search of easy money. Ironically, Sony would likely make even more money if they just doubled down on what people knew them for, right? Single-player games are more popular than ever. They're consistently the highest-selling games of the year almost always, outside of, say, a Call of Duty title, and Sony had the pulse on what people actually wanted. But what they're doing these days isn't working.
They did good with Helldivers,
can
yeah.
cry all he wants in his videos or articles saying, "Oh, it's the economy,"
Fuck that
or that
guy.
these games are too expensive to be made.
If you've seen any of his Twitter posts, that dude is a fucking freak. I don't like that guy at all.
But think about it. Most of these Sony first-party studios are money sinkholes by design now. Studios like Bungie, for example, they exist and operate outside of places like Washington, like a highly expensive location, with insane overhead, and the
ridiculous.
salaries of the developers needs to be compensated because of where they live, right? Meaning that any content made by Bungie, for example, a Western studio owned by Sony, is going to be wildly expensive to get
I
any
didn't
sort
even
of
think about
meaningful
that.
content out on a timely manner. Obviously, Sony
I was only thinking about the culture of the cities in which these studios are located, and like Tokyo is a very different like atmosphere versus like Seattle or California. I forgot about the prices, because Tokyo is definitely a different kind of like price like thing. I guess yeah, that would make sense, that the pricing of those cities in those states also driving up the development costs. Man, why don't they just move that shit? Just get rid of those people. Like, get rid of them, and then, just move the shit. You can save some money there. Holy shit. They're not going to pass any of those savings costs, by the way, for getting rid of physical media onto the consumer. They're not going to do that, man.
Santa Monica
Just
is in
watch. They're not doing
California,
that.
Another ludicrously expensive location to live. It's not just a location either, is it, Sony? You guys also hired far too many people believing that the money would
that I
come
believe,
anyways to
yeah.
compensate for the bloat, but you not only hired too many people, you hired the wrong sorts of people who clearly do not align or want to make the sorts of games that would be considered not only profitable, but make sense in a brand loyalty sort of way either. You
Or
have
just be fun.
developers out here making games where they're talking down to their users, offering them games disguised as humiliations. For example, let's look at a recent one, right? Saros from
Ooh, I heard about this
Housemarque. As
game.
IGN stated here, Saros launched to around 300,000 copies sold on PS5. Currently, as far as I can tell, that number is now somewhere around 400 to, at best, maybe 500,000. That is catastrophically abysmal for a Sony first-party studio game.
Yeah, it
Saros's budget was likely somewhere close to 100 million at least, I would wager. Its visuals, when
I know
you're out
Stormfall
actually
was
playing
excited
it,
for
looks
this
good.
game.
The gameplay is fun. The sound design is incredible.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, like most Sony games these days, the story's
I
not
did hear
good.
the
Its
sound design
characters
was
are
good.
awful, and the overall message of
Yeah, apparently you caused the end of the world and your wife leaves you for a woman. Who the fuck wants to play a story like that? Get the fuck out of here. That sounds fucking awful. Golly, in a world like today, you need some white pilling going on. Holy shit.
the game is men are bad and evil and toxic, while women are the best, pretty much, and that's it. Gee,
Gross.
I wonder why your game only sold a fraction of what Returnal did. It's a shame.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Saros
fucking play
didn't
that
have
shit.
To be this way, but the developers, again, rejecting what Sony PlayStation fans wanted, decided to make a game they wanted to see, as opposed to what fans wanted instead, right? And PlayStation was built on that risking creativity, but at its core, it was an uncompromising duty to the Japanese quality that allowed Sony to fundamentally make something different from what anyone else was doing. Saros was almost that. It was on the cusp. It was right there, but the part that annihilated their sales and goodwill was, like always, the story and characters, which was absolutely written by Western minds and heads.
And can we not get this through their thick skulls that characters and story, in many ways, at least for me, I would love to hear what other people think, but for me, it is the driving force of a video game, or at least most games. Like, 'cause when you say a video game, you're there to have fun, you're there to have experience, good gameplay, those kinds of things. But especially for people like me that love a good narrative experience, you're going to stick around for the story. It's very rare that a game is so good that you can truly play it for hours and hours and hours on end and there not be that much of a story, right? Because think, there are games like Vampire Survivors, there's games like friend swap games like Repo or Peak or those kinds of things. The gameplay is good, and you are the character, and you make the stories. You are the driving force behind it. There are rarely games such as like a Dark Souls or an Elden Ring where the world is so intriguing, so mysterious, so fascinating that you learn about these characters and they pull you along because you're trying to unravel the mystery of it. Getting that like mystique, the scientific formula around that is very hard for a lot of studios to crack, and they don't do it well. And then the ones that do it well do it exceedingly well, just like From Software does. But then when you make characters that are gay, boring, annoying, like a Tosh from Dragon Age, or like I haven't played South of Midnight, but I heard that it was kind of too. But like, you know, a good game can transcend it, and I would argue that even a mediocre story can transcend some of this stuff. Like, I really liked a game called Banishers Ghosts of New Eden. It had some woke things in it too, but I still thought it was a good game. And it's kind of like a God of War 2018 clone, and I thought it was pretty good. It's definitely not a 10 out of 10, but the characters made me care about them and their relationship enough to help pull me along through it, and I still finished it. And I thought it was a pretty good game. So I don't know. I'm curious if other people care about how well the story and the characters can be written, because I think it's really important. And when that's not nailed down tight, then the whole thing might as well just go out the window.
There's no way otherwise. A gruff military man gets sidelined by his wife he's chasing the entire game story, who leaves him for another woman. And even when he does find her, she
so that
still
was
rejects
it?
him
Yeah.
anyways and decides she'd rather be alone than ever be with him again. Great story house, Mark. You just
Oh,
had to make
fucking
another
terrible.
Sony game where the male characters suck and the female ones are always in the right. Amazing. Who could have seen that one coming? Sony's uniqueness, by the way, that was their advantage at one point.
The only way you could even make that work is if in the end the dude was right. I mean, like, come on. That's literally the only way that would ever work out, if the dude is somehow vindicated at the very end. And I highly doubt that they did that, because they're not brave enough to make that kind of a story.
But it seems like these days
In their
Sony's core
toxic positive
development
culture.
studios want nothing to do with the fact that they're supposed to strengthen that brand. Instead, it seems like their developers are doing everything they can to tear it down instead. This then brings me to further my point, Bruce Straley. So if you don't know who this is, he used to work at
Bruce
Naughty
Straley,
Dog,
yeah,
Uncharted,
yeah.
Jak and Daxter. He also directed
See, that
the
name sounded
first
really
Last
familiar.
of Us game. This is what he said via Twitter recently.
Let's guess, folks. I'm going to assume he said something about Neil Druckmann, because the writing guy
Without developers, we have no games. Without developer stability, we have no good games. I wish I heard less. We have to listen to the players. And more developers are our future from the people strategizing our collective gaming. He can
noticeably worse after this guy left. Now, granted, I think the writing got worse after Amy Hennig left. If you know who Amy Hennig is, she wrote the Uncharted games. The OG Uncharted series is top tier in my opinion.
Wonderful experiences that exploit the hardware, that showcase the platform, and resonate with the players. He keeps going. Without stability and trust,
the people telling you to make those shitty games that you've been making.
And intentions, developers are incapable of creating anything out of the box or pushing the medium. It's too risky. It's risky for the developer, and it's risky for the funders and publishers, and there's no mental space to afford true creativity.
What?
He finishes with this. I just hear we have to listen to the players a lot lately, but
this post was not translated from Japanese, so I think we can just
strategy.
disregard this creativity conversation from this person.
And it's not supporting the people that actually come up with the creations that players enjoy. I should probably first say I have nothing against Bruce Straley. I think he has done good work. However, while developers are essential, I do agree, the industry exists because players voluntarily spend money on these games. So by definition, when studios like Sony First Party stop listening to what players want, which they've been doing for a while now outside of a few rare success stories, no amount of developer stability can reasonably fix a game that nobody wants to buy or play. A counterpoint to Bruce Straley, many of the biggest failures commercially and all of that of the last decade alone were actually made by studios with so-called experienced development teams, right? Games like Concord, Kill the Justice League, or Babylon's Fall. These were all made by teams that came.
I don't even remember. I think I remember that trailer when it came out because it was Square Enix and I wanted to like it, but like, I don't think I ever even got that. Because, like, Forspoken was also Square Enix, and it was also fucking terrible. What was this other one?
Kill the Justice.
Yeah, Kill the Justice League. That really broke my heart, too, because that was by the Batman team, the Arkham guys. And the Arkham games are amazing. And then they made them make this game. And you can tell they didn't give a goddamn about making that game because it was fucking terrible. I bet that those guys, if they got the choice between that and making another Arkham game, they would have chosen the Arkham game, and the Arkham game probably would have sold.
Or Babylon's Fall. These were all made by teams that came from respectable, experienced AAA backgrounds. These projects were not created because developers lacked stability. Either they often had substantial budgets, actually, and very long development timelines.
The scores speak for
themselves. And again,
themselves.
they had talented teams behind them with plenty of experience.
Outlaws.
The problem, in my opinion, wasn't that developers
Outer Worlds 2. Hey, great news. Matt Hansen recently got fired from Obsidian. That's great fucking news. If you don't know who that is, you should look up Matt Hansen and how much of a despicable racist that guy is. What an absolute fucking douchebag. So glad that guy is fucking gone.
Listened to enough. The problem was that audiences weren't listened to enough instead. Bruce Straley is correct, however, that creative freedom can make amazing games. Of course,
it can.
That's true. But
because look at the Japanese games.
Creative freedom can also produce products that fail commercially, and the market
like that
doesn't
Kiln
reward
game from
effort
Xbox.
or passion or stability automatically or something. It instead rewards games that players actually want to play, and that's something that Bruce here, and by and large Sony as an entire platform, seems to be forgetting constantly these days. I think a big problem that Bruce doesn't realize he kind of just made, which coincides directly with Sony and why they're losing those partnership deals and market share, is that a lot of games today are made in insulated environments. So what do I mean by that? Well, an insulated environment, it's like a bubble. Only the people who are working on it can speak on the thing that's getting made. This is good in a way, but bad because glaring issues can easily be looked over because everyone in said insulated environment are high off their own toxic positivity. This is why you have games, like I said, Concord, Babylon's Fall, and more that are projects that took years to make, involving hundreds of developers. And it also
Platinum Horizon. The first Horizon game was a great game too, and I haven't played the sequel. I haven't heard anything crazy good about it. I mean, I hear that Aloy is apparently gay, which, I mean, okay, just another one, great. And they also made her look awful. I showed this in a previous video. Maybe I'll put it on screen in the YouTube video. But, man, they took her and, like, as someone that likes a rounder face on a girl, they just made her fat. That was not cool. I don't know why the hell they did that to her.
Easily, many studios, regardless of experience, can lose sight of what players are actually asking.
I mean, look at that. I mean,
Many
right there, she doesn't. Maybe it's
experience.
Maybe it's some of the stills that I've seen. This doesn't look bad, but man, dude, I don't know. You can tell because she does not look like the actor that plays her. It's so strange.
What players are actually asking for these days. So to counter Bruce's argument, the industry doesn't suffer from listening to players too much. It actually often suffers from listening to them too little, if you ask me. And this is why Sony's loss of identity is so easily evident to everybody who doesn't work there. Because Sony and their first-party studios are like my insulated bubble analogy, but instead on a global scale. These people all work in these confined areas, huffing their own farts and positivity constantly. So when someone who isn't in that bubble looks in and calls them crazy, what do? They get offended and they think you're wrong. It's like a bunch of pigs, right? Sloshing in the mud, just being absolutely rancid and gross. And then you look at it and go, man, those pigs smell awful. What in God's name is going on in there? And the pigs go, hey, you can't be here. This is our pen. Get out of here. I mean,
lol,
okay,
so true.
Yes, but it doesn't change the fact that what's
so
going on
true.
in that space is gross, stupid, and clearly has no idea what the outside world thinks of it. Like, okay, devs do need stability, creative freedom, okay, that too. And publishers also need sustainable budgets, and players need to be heard, and demands must be met. And if any one of those four things are not being addressed, that's when your problems are going to emerge. In a way, what Bruce is saying, and you can tie this to Sony even, is that Bruce, like Sony, is overcorrecting against a trend that he, like Sony, believes by elevating developers above consumers that it suddenly makes their opinions more valid. But the cold, hard reality is with no consumers, you have no sales, revenue, studios, jobs, or a future. That can't be denied. Unless there's like, I don't know, a magical fairy multiverse dimension where they have all the money in the world. And these fairies are like people they can cater to that have like full-on Zer non-binary, like whatever fairies who will buy your games no matter what. I kind of think their plans are kind of cooked if they're not catering to...
Yeah, because those people just don't exist. They don't buy video games, man. They were all playing Kiln, and it was a max of 200 people of them.
The people on Earth, that's all I'm saying. Like, Bruce Straley may think that we need to hear less, listen to the players, and more developers are our future, but the gaming industry's biggest disasters weren't caused by listening to players too much. They were caused by executives and studios becoming convinced that they always knew better than the audience funding the entire business in the first place. Like,
Sony should do what Xbox just did and hire like, or excuse me, not hire, but fire like 14 layers of C-suite executives. I bet then the developers would actually get heard because they probably don't even get heard, honestly.
Developers absolutely deserve stability and creative freedom, right? Ain't nobody denying that one. But players are the reason the industry exists in the first place. The goal isn't choosing between developers and consumers, in my opinion. The goal should be making games that talented developers want to create and players actually want to buy. The problem here is that these two things seem to be at odds with one another constantly. And what Bruce Straley explained as an ex-Sony developer kind of perfectly encapsulates exactly what's going on with Sony as a corporation when it comes to how they make games these days.
What the
They
fuck?
think they know what...
Do you go to Japan in that Horizon game? That's crazy.
what players want. But if that were the case, they wouldn't have spent $400 million on Concord. Thought that game was going to be
Yeah,
their
that
new
was a
Star
fucking
Wars and then
disaster
betted the farm
mistake.
on it, but they did do that, didn't they? That one massive failure already proves that Sony doesn't know what their fans want. Why are they
True.
remastering Horizon? Why are they doing Lego Horizon Adventures? Why is a God of War game starring Kratos' wife instead of the God of War himself? Because
True.
these are all design decisions that have
Because Alana Pierce wrote it.
developers wanted, but clearly they're not what the players wanted. And if you want to pull it closer to home on Bruce Straley, Last of Us Part 2 sold about half of Part 1. I wonder why, Bruce. I mean, you would know. You directed the first game. It's because people wanted to be Joel, obviously. Instead, he gets his head caved in and replaced by Ellie with her harlot girlfriend and Abby. This isn't rocket science.
There's another gay
Sony's
romance.
decisions are almost perfectly aligned with what Bruce is saying right now. And him thinking that games like The Last of Us, for example, were not made because of fan interest is also crazy to me.
Uncharted's
As
so
Bruce
good.
said here to a user in that same comment section as it reads, agreed, players buy games, but in my experience, no one told me players wanted Uncharted 2 or The Last of Us. It was having a stable,
What?
creatively supportive environment that produces those games. Except they did
What does Amy Hennig have to say about that? I almost wonder if I could find that post. I wonder if Amy Hennig chimed in on that, because she's the one, to my knowledge, she's the one that wrote the Uncharted games. And, like, I'm pretty sure she had her finger on the pulse in a way that she knew people wanted that shit, because Uncharted 2 is a fantastic fucking video game.
Uncharted is a male version of Tomb Raider with heavy ties to another fan-favorite blockbuster franchise called Indiana Jones. You
I was
took two
literally about to say
formulas
that.
already
I'm glad he
worked
said it.
proven, right? And then you smashed them together with some James Bond added in for good measure, and you
Yep.
made your game what it was. And
It's
Last
so
of Us
good. Who
makes
wouldn't
even
wanna
less
buy
sense.
that?
When that game was being made, zombies were all the rage. There was the show on,
True.
what was it called again? Oh,
The
right,
Walking
The Walking
Dead.
Dead. That was pulling
Exactly.
in tens of millions of viewers every single week when The Last of Us was being developed and when it shipped too, by the way. The Last of Us owes its existence and hype because the environment around it, which was people buying and watching zombie post-apocalyptic content at the time and responding it, made total sense as to why The Last of Us blew up the way that it did. Again, look, I'm not attacking Bruce Straley. I'm just saying.
And because it had a father-daughter relationship, which is not told very often in video games.
We have to use logic here and not insulated bubble feelings, okay? These games, alongside everything else that did well for Sony, did what it did because it adhered to what players wanted to see, right? That cannot be denied. Not to mention, when Last of Us was trending, you had games like BioShock, Dead Space, Metro 2033, and more that all paved the way in their own ways for The Last of Us to hit the way that it did. It's not like this game's concept came out of nowhere. It's a zombie game or Outbreak, whatever, right? This is like saying, wow, I'm a genius. I opened up a hamburger joint while being in a city where nobody eats anything but hamburgers. And I'm suddenly surprised that it did well. Again, Sony has forgotten this, however. Every concept Sony has championed, from third-person over-the-shoulder camera gameplay, heavy cinematic, and realistic visuals, are all inherently things tied directly to a westernized way of thinking. No one...
And I like those kinds of games a lot. Like, just like that description. Say it one more time. Well, that description.
And I'm suddenly surprised that it did well. Again, Sony has forgotten this, however. Every concept Sony has championed, from third-person over-the-shoulder camera gameplay, heavy cinematic, and realistic visuals, are...
I think those games they can be great. If the story is good, those games sell gangbusters. They do. I'm sorry. Those are very popular. They're very good. I am definitely guilty of liking these, like I said. The problem is these stories that they keep writing and injecting themselves and having these like really shitty self-inserts into. If you make the game fucking good, the gameplay is usually okay. I'm not going to lie to you. I actually really liked the gameplay of Last of Us 2. I thought the gameplay was fantastic, and so were the graphics, and the music I thought was rather good, but like, yeah, the story was tough. And then plus two, a lot of these writers think that they're the next misunderstood artist and everything like that, and they'd want to be the next George R.R. Martin, and they're just not. Because, like, the thing with, what's-her-face, Abby killing Joel, and then you having to play as Abby during the second half of the game, yeah, of course, no one liked that. That shit was fucking awful. I'm not gonna lie, by the end of it, I didn't, like, fucking hate Abby, but it was still like, man, I kind of wish Abby and Ellie would just both die at the end of this game. At least then someone might have some fucking peace. Everyone else would, at least. I don't know. It's just, oh my god, it's so fucking annoying. Like, they can't do the George R.R. Martin thing of, I think his tagline for the way he writes his stories is like the heart at war with itself. And this person, Neil Druckmann, was trying to do that, but he did it poorly. And he did it with a story that he should not have done it with. Because if The Last of Us 2, you were still playing as Joel, the game would have done very differently, in my opinion.
Are all inherently things tied directly to a westernized way of thinking. No one is
Which, saying The Last of Us 2 would have been better if you were playing as Joel as Ellie is probably the safest take of all fucking time, but it's still very true.
denying making games in this manner from God of War, Last of Us, Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima, and more did well for Sony, but
Oh, I
the
love
issue
Ghost of
is
Tsushima,
what
like I said.
happened to everything else after that, which was that Sony's portfolio has absolutely become homogenized by design, and the variety that once defined Sony as a first-party brand, that is shrinking. Would be cool if they had these, unique third-party exclusive console games like they used to in order to shake up the homogenized lineup they have, but they kind of fumbled that because they lost their core identity chasing those very same things. In a lot of ways, what Sony did is very similar to Ubisoft and
I hadn't
their
played
downfall.
Death Stranding. I
Every
hope it's good
Ubisoft
for people
game
that
at
like
some
it.
point felt the same largely, right? Third-person shooter action games where you can climb things and do stealth somewhat. What game did I just explain? Was that Assassin's Creed? Was
A
it
lot of
Watch
them.
Dogs? Maybe it was Ghost Recon. All right, you can't tell because they all kind of do similar things, don't they? That's
True.
Sony too. If I say, yeah, it's that one Sony game where you play as a girl in a third-person camera angle fighting games, you'd be like,
That's
you have
funny.
any idea how little that narrows it down for us? Gee,
That's
it's
pretty
almost like
fucking
it's
funny.
been done to death or something over at Sony. Wow, imagine that. This is why Sony's
Damn,
dominance
that's
isn't
really
as
funny.
powerful as it used to be because every major publisher who isn't Nintendo is increasingly adopting multi-platform strategies these days. Exclusive arrangements are becoming far less, unless your name is Nintendo again. And instead,
true,
every
true.
company, not named Nintendo, is pushing
Is anyone else sad that From Software is making that Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive? I don't have a Nintendo Switch 2, but I want to play that fucking game. I'm not going to buy a Switch for it, but I definitely want to see someone play it when it comes out.
their games everywhere because none of these platforms that aren't Nintendo can justify their own existence on their own anymore. Because PlayStation historically benefited from being seen as the premier destination for certain experiences. The place where Japanese developers wanted their games to be day one, the place where major partnerships
yeah.
naturally happen like they used to. The place where gaming culture felt most vibrant and relevant. But if Sony continues moving away from that identity, what they're doing obviously, what incentive remains? By turning PlayStation into just another platform as they've been doing, what makes them different or unique starts disappearing too. And when uniqueness leaves, your leverage goes with it. That's why the partnerships became harder to justify, exclusivity too. And brand loyalty for many is harder to maintain than before, right? Because players, like I've been saying, ultimately follow the content and content follows opportunity. Sony, by not listening to what players want, like Bruce Straley said as well, is why they're in this problem to begin with. If you want your console to be homogenized, lose its partnerships, and have no
Had a
brand
lot of fun with
identity,
Uncharted
well
4.
then Sony is doing a bang-up job doing that no problemo. But if Sony wants to be an industry leader again and not a follower like it has been the entire PS5 generation, who are we kidding? They're going to have to take a hard good look in the mirror and
Yeah.
realize it's not the developers that they should be listening to. Because you guys tried that already, and then you made Concord, and you canceled like 17 live service games before they even came out. And then you let Bungie
Yeah, that shit is fucking crazy. There are so many of those games that we don't even know what the fuck they are. They never even got a fucking reveal trailer.
spent like $300 million
Oof.
making Marathon, which has no players now, but you canceled Destiny 2, which the
Yep.
players, yet again,
This is crazy. I should have made a video on this. I should have pulled one up for tonight, but like, man, Destiny 2 having this new peak of like the 130,000 or whatever, like that makes me really happy to see people playing it again because I spent a lot of time playing Destiny. But Bungie, like the reason why no one kept playing it or everyone stopped playing it, excuse me, is like if they went the same way that Halo went. It's woke, it's annoying, they push all this LGBT stuff, they make the grind way too fucking hard in these games. And then like I think Destiny, especially Destiny 1 and 2, there are other games that this could apply to. I know that probably in a lot of MMOs this applies to, but I think it's particularly bad in Destiny, where they cater so much to the top 1% of players that the rest of the 99% of players just kind of have to do whatever. Like they cater to the top 1% and the bottom 1%. And then everyone else in the middle is just kind of like stuck. It's very strange because they've made it to where like I remember, what was it? I think it was the Last Wish raid or something like that. Like I remember not actually attempting that raid until months after it came out because they make it to where like, I mean, you have to be wearing green shoes. It has to be a Tuesday, and you have to have a void rifle on in your heavy slot and then be using a pulse rifle in your main slot to even be able to deal damage or to complete a puzzle in some weird bullshit. You know, like they make these puzzles that were so fucking weird and hard to complete. And then given that time, like the fun part about the new raid is the challenge, right? Because you're doing this grinding, you're doing the new story mode, you're collecting all of this new equipment, you're trying to upgrade it as much as you possibly can. And then there's obviously only materials you can get in the raid, so you have to at least attempt it. But if you don't know what you're doing, then you can't really complete that section of the raid to then get the better materials until someone else figures it out. And then it's like, well, if I can't figure it out on my own, then I have to watch a fucking guide. And it's like, well, why the fuck am I even playing a video game if all I have to do is watch a fucking guide to even understand how to do this raid? It takes the video game out of the video game. You know, it's so fucking annoying. I really love Destiny 2, or at least old Destiny 2 anyways, but man, between them going so woke and them sunsetting so much content, I think those two things were a giant nail in the coffin for this game. And I really loved Destiny, like I said, and I have a lot of fond memories of it. I could probably do that Vault of Glass raid front to back right now, and I haven't done it in years, and I just did it that many times. But man, it sucks that they are basically stopping support for this game. It'll probably never happen. Like, we'll probably never get a Destiny 3. Man.
Told you, Sony, they want more of, but no.
Oh, and then also, too, yeah, the marathon. Hold on. The thing, too, about Destiny that also really pissed a lot of players off, especially whenever Baldur's Gate 3 came out, was that they said that making content is too hard. You can't give your players too much, because if you do, then they'll expect more. So you have to make mediocre content, mediocre updates. You can never push the envelope. You have to just play it completely fucking safe, and you can never put out anything fucking fun. And then they put out fucking Marathon thinking that it was going to be the next big thing, and nobody fucking wanted it because there's 1,000,000,001 extraction shooters, because this is their whole new thing now. I bet we'll probably get another probably 8 to 10 extraction shooters before we finally start to see them peter off, like how we have with Battle Royales. And even then, like nowadays, a Battle Royale will come out, and if it's good, then it's good. Like, I think it's mixed reviews right now, but Naraka Blade Point, people still play that. We've got what's the new one coming out that I was really excited for? It's like the anime girl one. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it on screen for the YouTube videos. But yeah, there's another BR coming out that's like anime waifu stuff, and then there's the arena shooter waifu tactical force. That looks pretty interesting. Like, arena shooters, in my opinion, are not dead. I spent a lot of time in Crucible and Destiny, and I loved it. I would still be playing it if the game was fucking good, but, like, I don't know, man. And, like, I want to get back on it pretty bad. I've even added someone recently on Discord that, because I said I wanted to get back into it, and if I get back into it, they're willing to raid, which is really cool. Like, that kind of stuff about Destiny is a ton of fun. But, man, dude, like, we need a Destiny 3. They need a Destiny 3. They need to sell that IP probably to a Japanese studio and then make a Destiny 3, and it needs to be fucking good.
We don't listen to the players. No. We don't do that here. We listen to the developers, okay?
Exactly.
We're Sony. We know what the players want. That's why we canceled Destiny 2 and spent
Japanese
$400 million
Sony did.
making Concord after all.
Not Sony in California.
The game that got delisted in 2 weeks, yeah, Sony, keep listening to your developers. I'm sure it's going to work out great for you if you keep doing it like right now. In the end, okay, the results have been catastrophic. Audiences are not interested, and the lesson here should have been obvious. But if all you do is live in insulated environments of toxic bubble positivity, just sucking the farts out of your colleagues 24/7, I guess what I've been saying here might come off as mean-spirited to you. Oh no, how could I? But to anybody who's normal and isn't a cultist, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do.
If you ask
Yes,
me, Sony
I'm with you,
has an
Endymion.
identity crisis that is rejecting its Japanese influence in favor of listening to what their Californian offices want instead, and that cannot be denied. Because of course, it's always better to listen to a green-haired feminist with a septum piercing with armpit hair over the base Japanese guy who made you guys what you are in the first place. What could go wrong? Well, everything apparently. Sony doesn't need to reinvent themselves, I guess. Their greatest strength has always been authenticity and creativity and offering things that nobody else can. These brands don't fall.
My prediction is that the way Asha Sharma is using the way that she's piloting Xbox right now, there's maybe like a 10 to 20% chance I feel like Xbox could make a resurgence. And if that happens, they'll probably be on top for like 5 or 10 years. And if Sony doesn't go out of business, then I think that they'll start to get their act together. Because like these big companies are really big ships to move. And like I'm being rather pessimistic with my timeline and numbers here, but it's going to take a lot. I mean, it's going to take a whole lot. Remember how many hero shooters we got before they stopped coming out with a bunch of hero shooters like every month?
All overnight, but one decision at a time, right? Until eventually we're going to be looking back at PlayStation and realizing the thing that we love disappeared because they kept listening to the developers in those bubbles over the people who actually keep their lights on. I wonder if things will change course, or maybe we're all headed to oblivion. Either way, I'm going to be there laughing like the Joker as we ride headlong into the inferno.
Man, that was such a great video. Holy fuck, I yapped over that thing. How long was that video? 26 minutes? Damn, I probably made that video like fucking almost an hour long, probably. Holy moly, dude. Oh my gosh. What are some of these comments? We gotta like this video. Let me link this to you guys before I read the comments. Oh my gosh. Let me not be a douchebag. I don't know if it's worth it to link my stuff whenever there's like literally 0 people in my my chats right now, or at least no one talking anyways. I'll link it for the lurkers though. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 lurkers. I suppose I should do my due diligence. Especially since Endymion went through all the trouble of making the content. I definitely want to make sure he gets credited. He's so good. Oh boy, let's get some spicy comments. Let's get it. Sony ditching its Japanese titles definitely screwed them. 1000%. At this point, you cannot convince anyone won the console wars. Everyone lost. Yeah, I agree. Sony moving to California was a big mistake. Hell yes, it was. Man, yeah, this video is 3 weeks old. Yeah, I'm definitely late to it. That the decision that ruined PlayStation's identity was deciding to focus primarily on identity. Absolutely, that's very true. Also, I would expand upon this, was deciding to focus primarily on identity. It's not even just that they focus on identity in the characters. I can promise you they focused only on the identity of the people they were hiring. And if you know anything about DEI, you know that the white women are the primary beneficiaries of DEI, and who makes shit stories like how they've been. It's white women. It's liberal white women. Time to take Sony's SIE head HQ back to Japan. They've been declining since the day they moved to California. Yeah, I 100% believe that. Is this the beginning of the end? This might have been the beginning of the end right here whenever they made this decision. I kind of find it hard to believe that wasn't it. Sony doesn't get enough hate for what they've done to this generation. Yeah, fair enough. Sony is too knee-deep in ESG credit programs, and the more they fail, the more they want cheaper ESG credits to compensate. It's a hell cycle. Yeah, that's fair. Apparently, Sony hates its own fans. Yeah. Chuds remain unowned. We do. Oh, what? Sorry? Oh, hold on. What is this?
There you go. Oh! Girl DM, thank you for the raid. Wait, you're not Girl DM.
What the fuck?
What? I'm confused. I'm Masari, Leaflet's mom. Leaflet was streaming earlier, but I kind of took over and started playing, what was I playing again? Satisfactory.
Sorry, it's really cute. I like her a lot. I like Sorry a lot. She's very nice. You can tell she doesn't usually try to just take over her stream. She doesn't talk enough sometimes, I feel like, though. She's kind of quiet. Like, she doesn't try to be the center of attention. I don't know. She's quite nice. I like her a lot. Okay. Holy fuck, we got more videos. Okay, well, that was a big yap sesh. Eventually, hopefully, maybe we can get to, a palate cleanser or something. We got maybe, what? I think 2 hours left to stream. 2 hours or so. We've done pretty good so far. Okay. Now, we've got some Asmongold videos here. Oh, yeah, this will be a short video. Yeah, okay. This will be a little bit of a shorter video. I'm very interested in this. Christopher Nolan finally responds. I have been really curious. My prediction is that he is hiring all of these people that are quote-unquote diverse, and they're going to make this movie, and it's going to win a bunch of awards, and then hopefully when he gets the award, he throws it on the ground and says, yeah, I had to do all of this bullshit to finally get an award from you guys, and it's fucking meaningless. That's what I hope happens. That would be a wonderful base timeline, but we don't really live in a base timeline, or some of us do. Some of us live in a very, very happy timeline. Some of us live in a very depressing one.
And make it feel very fresh. for modern audiences.
The Odyssey, so the costumes for the Odyssey have been getting a lot of negative attention. This is
no. What the fuck is
Odyssey.
that?
You're looking at a film
That looks like a bad sci-fi version of Game of Thrones. What the fuck is
needs
that?
to make $1 billion. This is a random guy. Just look at the armor.
Wow,
okay?
yeah,
that looks awesome. That looks
That's
super
incredible.
fucking cool. This
And he's
movie
jacked.
cost $250 million, but somehow men.com has better looking costumes. And so any
Oh my god. Holy
Oh my
shit.
God. What is this, the
Oh
UK?
my god.
Costumes are a random ass Ulysses Ministries in Italy, by the way. Wow. Yep. Why does this movie just look worse and worse? It's
Because it
actually
is.
crazy how many people are negative about this. It makes absolutely no sense what they've stolen from us. This would look way cooler. And I think
would,
everybody
yeah.
would agree on that. Menelaus
Absolutely.
armor from Troy 2000. This guy, look at this guy was a fucking tank. That
Dude,
looks
Giga
awesome.
Chad.
And
That is main tank energy right there, boy. Hell yeah. That man's ready to take on a whole bunch of dwarves, isn't he?
then now you have it like this. Christopher, what is this here? Discuss why the Odyssey uses modern English. Okay, let's see this. This is from today.
My dad is coming home. You're pining for a daddy you didn't even know.
The language as well is very modern. It's a very contemporary, easy to access way of speaking. I mean, you say dad,
Oh,
dad
Sounds
gross.
like his son.
rather than father.
Sure.
I mean, what's the thinking behind that?
Because I wouldn't have even said father back in the day, would I? I would have been in Greek, so it's no less correct. I think.
People bring, when you look at this world, when you look at the ancient world, people tend to view it in weird ways. There's a lot of cultural
Well,
prejudice.
you're not filming in black and white either. I mean, like,
True,
I just,
yeah.
I don't get this reasoning.
There's a lot of the sort of elevated.
You want to film it and use language from the time period to make it feel authentic. Wouldn't you? That's what I think most people would want, personally.
Because it's old, whatever it is.
Wait a moment. Replay.
So there's a lot of the sort of elevating it because it's old, whatever it is.
Who are you? And what have they done with Christopher Nolan?
And so for me,
Is he a
building
lizard
the
person?
world of the film, I want to center it on that and make it feel very fresh for modern audiences and do away with some of those assumptions.
I'm telling you, please get the award and then just throw it on the ground. Tell me this is all like performative bullshit just to fool them, and then you're just going to come out of nowhere and be the most based Giga Chad ever, please.
That aren't based on anything logical.
I'm
They're
coping,
just
probably.
cultural prejudices or things over time. There's a lot of stylistically, aesthetically, people tend to look back to the Romantic era and art. A lot of paintings where people aren't wearing very much. They got a little bed sheet wrapped around them or whatever it is.
Yeah.
A lot of classical architecture, even though that wasn't the architecture of the Mycenaean period and things like that. So, we went back to what's in the archaeology. What does that tell us, and what gaps does that leave?
It's crazy to me how he's
What?
spending so much time and effort in trying to make it accurate to the archaeology, but you made Helen of Troy black. Like, how does any of this
True.
make sense?
What do we know about Homer's time? How were things portrayed in the
If you haven't seen the AI edit of Samuel L. Jackson as Helen of Troy, you should. It's fucking gold. It would unironically be a funnier movie and a more entertaining movie than whatever the fuck this shit is going to be.
earliest possible portrayals of that, and looking at how do you create
How
a
it is.
consistent and accessible world around that feels vital and credible and exciting to be in.
Yeah, I think this is, again, I don't really see how you're going to try to deconstruct this. Even though everybody likes this, we're not going to do it because this isn't what they did back then. You are making an editorial choice, and I just don't think that that editorial choice will resonate with as many people. It's a real scene from Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. Okay, let me watch it.
Oh no.
Where is Helen? Bring her to me! Achilles!
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
What took
Shit.
y'all so damn long? Do you understand how long I've been waiting in this city? Don't you know I'm the most beautiful damn woman in the whole damn world? 10 years of war, and not one of y'all thought to check inside.
It would unironically be a more entertaining movie than whatever the fuck they are making.
Oh my god, does he look like a bitch?
It would be so much better. I'm just saying, man. It would literally be 10,000 times better. Oh, man, the whole internet turned on this movie. Oh, I haven't seen it 10 days ago. Damn, dude, I'm so late to some of this stuff. This is bad. This is the only bad thing about me doing react streams once every 3 weeks. But it does give me a lot of videos to pepper out. Modern audience, I don't want to see it. Yeah, basically. Nolan has officially joined the cult. He's either joined the cult or maybe I'm coping, but maybe he's infiltrating it. Maybe he's just, you know, kind of doing the thing and getting the people and gonna get the award, hopefully, and then he can be based and throw the shit on the fucking ground and be like, you people suck. What are you doing? I mean, that would be nice. Evil cannot create, only corrupt. Very, very true. Dude, let's skibbity-dibbity, bro. Odyssey, probably. Odysseus, probably. Yeah, true. Modern audience, this phrase is an industry killer. It truly is. And video games are finally figuring that out, especially based on all of the cool video game trailers that we got recently with, like, Summer Games Fest and a bunch of the other ones. And I guess Hollywood is experiencing it now, and I don't know. It's kind of insane. Okay. Well, if you enjoyed my commentary at all, please feel free to hit like and subscribe if you made it down to the this far into the video. I would appreciate it. We also have a Discord where you can join and post any kind of like React suggestions that you'd like to see. That would be really, really fun, and I would appreciate it. It you know, gets a React that you want to see, and then I get something to yap about. It'd be pretty cool. So thank you. I'll see you in the next one. I'm remembering to do a little bit of my outros. We're getting some good practice in. Okay, now then, we have 2 more videos to go through. They're both going to be very, very long. They're both going to be very, very long. One is, oh no, okay, so Leaflet has a reaction to this video that I think I saw live. I haven't missed one of her streams yet. Sometimes I'm a little late because I'll stream over them for a little while and then go and check hers out whenever I get done with stream, but I don't think I watched. I'm trying to remember. I probably did, actually. Because, like, there's this video came out, she did a react to it, and then he did a response, and then she reacted to that, and then I watched that, I believe, last night. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Okay, so we have this Rev Says Desu video left, and then we have one more Asmongold video left. I think we are going to do... I feel like this one's going to be really fun. I kind of want to do one more Asmongold video before we really get into the meat with Leaflet, because I will probably yap a lot about Leaflet, because I even made this model using her tool, or rather, I made the final hump getting over the hill with this tool that she put out. Damn, why can I not fucking talk tonight? I made this model in GPT-2 and C-Dance, and then using her tool, because it's a lot easier than trying to figure out EasyGIF and the export and all that other bullshit. She made it really, 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 really fucking easy to be able to get this guy made and then actually like chroma keyed out and exported and all that shit. It was pretty seamless. I'm just a fucking retard and used 2 different images to make the talking and the idle animation, so that's why they don't exactly match up. But I do like that it, whenever I do start talking, it kind of zooms in for some emphasis. I don't know. I kind of like it. I hope people don't fucking hate it. It's definitely noticeable. At some point, we're going to need to figure out how to make a different idle animation. The tough part is that I like both, but we're definitely going to make a new model. Probably a couple more FUGIs. We're going to make this guy in some different outfits and all that kind of shit. I need to make one with tails that I actually enjoy. And yeah, so there, we got a lot to do. Because even if I just made the idle animation have tails, if it just wasn't like swirling, you know, if you saw my post on X and you follow me on there, some of the tails were just way too distracting. It didn't look quite right. But yeah, give me 1 second. We are going to go and get some what do you call it? Some agua. We're going to need to get a little bit of agua. Yeah, give me 1 schmeckle. done for me. Yeah, I do not think I should have any more of that beer. Or I'll have to sit up. Ooh. That's not bad, but it's definitely better at a party or something. This shit is a little too much. I need to get back on my Guinness game. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So I think, like I said, we're going to do the Asmongold video first. Okay. How are we going to do this? What the fuck is happening in Germany? This is a Tyler Oliviera video, isn't it?
So this is investigated Germany city of real life zombies.
Oh boy.
100 years ago?
100 years ago?
In Germany? Didn't this? I think we already had this happen before, right?
Something less than 100 years ago, I think. Something like that.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know.
a problem, wasn't it?
I think so.
Damn.
I think somebody set up a situation.
How many years have you been stuck here?
Oh.
How has it been? Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Taken away on a stretcher. Welcome to Frankfurt, Germany. I said keep here. Moving.
Oh my god.
Yo,
What the fuck?
drugs in public until you die.
Huh?
Practically ODing, getting taken away here. And they're going, whether you're smoking crack or selling it, don't worry. The cops are too busy making sure I don't film you. Okay,
So they're supporting hiding the crimes?
by giving drug addicts supervised rooms to use illegal drugs with the goal of treating drug
What the
addiction
fuck?
crisis rather than a crime to be
I don't.
passed away.
Oh my god. This is my worst nightmare.
There he is.
This is an introvert's worst fucking nightmare. Oh my fucking god, I hate this. Holy fuck.
Zone of drug use, homelessness, and
I don't know if I could watch this without Asmon's commentary. Holy shit, I need a Sherpa for this.
This is hi, how are you?
This reminds me of, like, I remember whenever I played Cyberpunk for the first time, and you go down to the bottom, and it's like, Co-Carnage's character is like the crazy crier guy.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's exactly it, man. Holy fuck.
Okay, let's go see if.
I would argue this is worse. At least Night City has, like, some semblance of, kind of, like, functionality. This looks like it's a fucking hellscape. Is there even crack needles on the ground in this shot that I just randomly paused on? Holy fuck.
Hands-off approach to drug use is saving lives or encouraging a culture of drug use and chaos. I headed to the main train station.
Yeah, I wonder.
My bodyguard Nick to find out. After walking for about a block or two, I found an
Yeah,
entire
Big Nick.
sidewalk
God bless that
of
man.
drug addicts, drug dealers, and the discarded needles and foil they left behind.
What the fuck? That's disgusting.
Okay. Hi. I think we're in the. Excuse me. Lots of characters out here. Excuse me.
Man, he's brave to provide commentary walking through this. What the fuck?
No problem. So we decide a lot of drug use, a lot of injections, really everything.
Just on the side of the street?
Keep walking.
Remember that this is what they want LA and New York to turn into.
The businessman walking from work here looks like amidst the chaos and open air drug use.
They think that this is freedom of speech. They think this is being freedom and not turning their, like, they want this. If Gavin Newsom had his way, California would look just like this because those are the kinds of people that are easily controlled. Do you mark my fucking words?
We're just gonna keep an eye out for bottles. Look at them. Most people are here in an opiated state.
What the fuck? Literally, bro. What the fuck, man? Yeah, they are Asmon, yeah.
There's a lot. It's really a designated lawlessness zone, so to speak. A little scrap stuff down here, maybe.
Tell me this is just one city like this in Germany right now.
Someone's got a lighter. Piss on the ground. There's a lighter. Right. Where are we? Where are we? That place? Safe?
New York City.
I saw this
Yeah, that's what they want, bro. That's what they want. I'm being radicalized in real time. Well, not that I wasn't already.
Why?
Wait, what's it again?
That place? Safe?
New York City.
I saw this businessman walk home from work. It's important to remember that Frankfurt is Germany's financial capital and home of the European Central Bank. In otherwise,
What?
Why?
This beautiful city, this part of town has been sacrificed to accommodate the small percentage of
So this is a
drug dealers and
okay.
chaos that comes with them.
So this is one part of town. This is one part of town.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck! I can almost relate the same way that he can relate a lot of things to World of Warcraft. I can relate a lot of things to Assassin's Creed. Holy shit! You know how like when you go to Damascus in Assassin's Creed 1 or like Florence in Assassin's Creed 2, a lot of the maps have like these these quadrants where like one area of the city is like super uppity and rich. There's like the random middle section that's just kind of like normal, like a kind of combination, and then like there's one spot in the city that's like an absolute shithole. It's like this, but in real life. That's fucking crazy. Wow, dude. Holy fuck. This is like first zone Damascus right here, dude. This is fucking terrible. Holy shit.
People self-destruct and pathetic if you don't take the drugs away from them and place them onto a path towards sobriety. Thank you, friend. How are you?
Okay. What's up?
Oh, what's up, man? What's your name?
My name is Tyler.
Tyler. Hi.
Oh, from Louisiana.
Good state.
It is. It's a red state.
Going on here. I think we're in a rough area. He's doing some smoking some stuff right here, maybe.
New Orleans is a little crazy, but they know how to party, don't they? Kind of stinks there, though.
and leading us to the good area.
It's only a little stinky.
This is as bad as it gets.
What?
Okay. Now, friend, here is our unofficial tour guide. You're taking us through the area. All right.
Hey, you see that right there? Yeah, you see what he said? All right, at right there. Yeah, that's what all of Germany should look like. Not the. that's a dangerous statement, isn't it? Holy shit.
How are you? Oh my god. Okay, very good. We got lots of cigarettes and out here.
For instance, our project painting on the wall. That's what all Germany should look like.
Look at this. Hi. How have they really people? Okay, now good area, right?
We're gonna back up just a little bit, just in case I need to cut that out. Oh my gosh.
Now, friend, here is our unofficial tour guide. You're taking us through the area. All right. Hi, how are you? Oh my god. Okay, very good. We got lots of
Street yoga.
Smoking in the open air. It's just look at
It's a shithole, man.
Hi. How have they really people fully opiated, asleep?
There's probably more sober towns in Africa than this.
Huh? No problem. No problem. No problem.
Who the fuck is this?
Okay, we're moving.
Hey, what the fuck? Bad filming. Well, then why are you chasing us? Yeah, what a fucking loser. Why would you storm past him, cause a scene, and then keep it moving so you're on camera longer? But you're mad about being on camera. What the fuck? I'll fight him. This is a real dude. This is a real one, dude. Shout out Louisiana. Making men. Hell yeah.
Well, none of this drug use is legal. At least like these ones here won't actually enforce the laws prohibiting it, creating a de facto lawlessness.
What the fuck?
What are we doing?
We need to colonize all of the EU, I'm just saying. We just need to take that shit.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
It's just ridiculous.
We just need to take it, man.
It's sad. I know. Like, I don't understand this at all. What's wrong with these people?
People want to fight him and him.
They want to fight us because we have the camera? Oh, my friend, I need to do something.
He said, ooh.
You're kind soul.
The biggest gift for me. I flew off my mother with this money.
You're gonna get out of here?
1 week I come.
1 week, okay. So
cash and food.
Okay, cash and food.
I smoke sometimes weed. I make
a little bit.
That's funny.
Okay, hey, give me a hug. Good man, you're a good man.
That's a good dude right there.
What a nice guy. Thank you so much.
10 years?
Okay. He's an athlete. He's taking the shirt off. Holy smokes.
Oh, yeah, he's ripped. Holy shit. Hell yeah, dude. Why he take all his shit out though? Oh damn, he got the. I didn't think that was. I didn't expect that.
And then like, okay, roundhouse. It quickly became clear that his hospitality was the exception and not the rule, especially given the camera in my hand.
He had that southern hospitality. That's what he was raised on.
Is it crack? Crack? No, I'm just asking a question. Is it crack? Okay, is it crack? It's pointing at me. Okay, it's pointing at me. It's pointing at me. Camera's not pointing at you. I mean,
bro, you're in Cuck, Germanistan. You're not gonna get in trouble. Apparently, all of you do it on the side of the road anyways. What are you even worried about being videotaped for? You certainly don't have a fucking job.
Imagine, like, I mean, you're just reduced down to smoking crack on a Germany sidewalk, like behind a, like, I mean, this is
what is this, a Nissan, or what is that? I don't even know what that brand car of that is.
Okay. Is it safe out here? Is it dangerous out here or safe?
And they're hiding.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Good to meet you. Good to meet you. How are you? We're just asking folks, how is life out here? Didn't mean to make you angry. I'm sorry. It's good to meet you. Crack or fentanyl right now? Number one.
Number one fentanyl.
Okay. Good to meet you, my friend.
Number one fentanyl.
I'm smoking. Okay. Good to meet you.
He's high out of his what? He's high out of his mind.
I wondered how hard it would be to get some for myself. These guys are
Bro, Tyler is crazy.
Oh, okay.
What's up? What's up?
That's definitely a crack vendor. You can tell.
Yeah.
This is absolutely the type of shady merchant that will sell you anything. Look at that.
Khajiit has wares if you have coin.
Oh my god. It's just so embarrassing.
What's up? Crack? Yeah. How much does it cost for a little bit of crack out here? How much? 10? 5? 10?
$10.
Like a little bag?
$10.
Okay.
Damn, they show that shit by hundreds here, I think, right? I hear the terms, but
smoking some crack.
Golly.
Excuse me, miss.
Is it Euro that week there?
Crack? Crack. Okay. Thank you. So, you can smell it in the air. Yeah, definitely not the best thing.
You can smell it in the air. Holy fuck.
Right beside the store there. Reminds me of a lot of cities in the U.S., from Portland to Seattle to Los Angeles, Skid Row.
Oof.
The city's made one message very clear.
I'm not surprised you said Seattle looked like that.
You want to use your safe use here. You have safe injection sites. All the fun things you need to use your drugs, have a good time. And really, once again,
why don't they just go around with like a net and just capture them all?
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Round them all up in like a day.
Yeah.
Just go down the street. There's one. Hey, come on, let's go. Get in the box.
Let's go get him.
Yeah. The street is the unofficial border between heaven and hell. These 5 or 6 blocks have been sacrificed to the drug addicts and drug dealers. So, it looks like a school field trip went the wrong direction here, and they're going through zombie land right now. The police are there. They're not seizing the drugs. They view it as a health crisis, not a crime, which I get. But then you're supposed to couple that with
all of the EU police just seems like it's absolutely just miserable. Like, why on earth? Oh my god, it's a lost cause, in my opinion. It's a lost cause.
Rehab, whether they like it or not, or in my opinion, you're just allowing them to kill themselves on the public streets.
Exactly.
Compassion is not malice; it is indifference, in my opinion. Like for instance, this guy right here, he's got the needle, he's got the bong. Hi. No shoes on. I mean, How is that compassion? In fact, a big
It's
difference
not.
is here in Frankfurt and Portugal, a country that decriminalized drugs, is that Portugal confiscates drugs from addicts on the spot. When you're caught, you're referred to the Commission for the Dissuasion of Drug Addiction, made up of a legal expert, a doctor or psychologist, and a social worker, where you have to show up, and they can implement penalties, fines, suspend licenses, enforce travel restrictions, and mandatory check-ins. Basically, Frankfurt's system is missing the most important part.
There's no enforcement mechanism. They just let them do whatever they want, and this is
Right.
what you get.
Literally.
Away from
A
the
shithole.
user and coercing them into treatment. But it's worth noting that while Frankfurt's
I really think that they need to worry about this because the last, this is what happened in the Weimar Republic of Germany, right? I mean, this is, and what happened after that was Hitler.
Oh, I don't know anything about it. What is that? Weimar Republic of Germany? Holy fuck! I know about Germany World War II and the things they propagandize you about, but what is it? Weimar Germany? Did you say you get me or Germany? I'm not finding out. That's weird. No, I don't know that. Hold me ignorant. Maybe I'm showing my true colors here, but
it's going to make them more accepting of a actual fascist solution to get rid of it.
That's very true. Yeah.
Whenever you make it to where because normal people don't want to walk down the street and have to deal with a crackhead that's going to be
Exactly.
screeching at them. They don't have to deal with that. And at the end of the day, they'll vote for somebody to stop it. And I don't think it's unique with Hitler. They did the same
not
thing
at
with
all.
El Salvador, and they did the same thing with the Philippines with Duarte.
Yeah, and Bukele is doing a great fucking job right now. He just rounded them all up, and then overnight the crime rate just fucking plummeted.
People don't want to put up with this shit.
Nope.
And if you make them put up with it, they'll find somebody that won't. They will. And I
agree.
It's like they're trying to manifest another Hitler.
Yeah.
It's like they're intentionally doing this on purpose.
The craziest thing is that they're not doing it on purpose, but it's going to end up leading to that, and they don't realize it, and then they complain when they do the things that lead to that. It's absolutely fucking insane. I don't know if you've picked up on that or noticed it at all, but it's really annoying when you see that kind of behavior, because it's like, you say you don't like these things, but it's clearly leading to that inevitability.
The Russian model is clearly not stopping the rampant open-air drug use on the streets. Drug overdose deaths have fallen dramatically since its implementation in 1992. Me. Shut the f*** up. While I occasionally got pressed by a drug user on too many stimulants, the majority of the fiends here were pretty
Ugh,
passive and
disgusting.
simply wanted to get high in peace. But the drug dealers on the block were a different story. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. How are you, bro? Good to meet you, man. Just going for a walk. You want to see what's up?
Hello, hello.
Where are you from, bro?
From Frankfurt.
Which line?
Yes, Deutschland.
How is it out here?
It's good, I like it, but don't post me because this is my corner.
This is your corner?
Yes, I don't do this here.
Where you sell chocolates out here?
Look there.
Yeah.
It's not good corner today.
It's shiesty.
Yes, good. Bad
Okay,
day.
okay.
Do not post.
And we'll blur
Well,
you.
bro, it doesn't seem like they're gonna do shit, man.
Yeah, this is where I sell drugs. So I sell drugs here.
This is my
Don't put it on the
corner?
internet because I don't want them to know it's me selling drugs.
Oh yeah, we'll just blow your face out, bro.
And Tyler does the W thing and he blows them out.
Okay, blur you.
Yeah.
Chocolate out here or what?
Chocolate.
I mean, that's the best compromise he could probably do, right?
While the drug dealers
Oh my fucking
have a
god.
shortage of customers here. So where are you from?
Oh my. Ohio?
Way here to Frankfurt.
I was visiting my children. He's at another place. Then I was stuck here.
How many years have you been stuck here? 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, how has it been?
It's not good.
It's not good.
Okay. I was looking away.
What happened?
I had a friend. He had a hole in his leg. And I was cleaning it and went washing my eyes.
So you got it infected.
Yeah.
So your friend had a hole
A
in his leg,
bacteria did that to you?
and it damaged your face?
So I'm born in first
Damn.
Haiti, next to Dominican.
Shit, I feel sorry for her, man. That sucks.
I was a child, also 5 years.
Okay.
Come to Germany, and then with 19 years live at home. And after 19 years, also my age,
Yeah.
I go.
You left.
Yes.
I live Ukraine.
How did you end up here in Frankfurt?
I fear problem crack fentanyl.
Morocco.
What the fuck?
It's a really bad thing whenever you run up on a guy and he's speaking gibberish and the only 3 words you can hear are problem crack fentanyl.
Yeah.
Fuck. How did you end up here in
Oh,
Frankfurt?
yeah, he's not wrong.
Oh god.
I thought I can go here and take some things that will help me. But it was a bad
Help,
idea.
huh?
Yeah, once you came.
At the beginning, it was very nice, but
I mean, now
with the
you
time,
have permanent brain damage.
How old are you?
21.
21.
Shut the
Now
fuck
you're
up.
18?
Yes.
Yeah. Does your family know you?
Shut the fuck up. That girl is not 21. She does not. She looks like she's older than me. That's insane.
You're out here?
Not what
They know.
They know?
We have good contact.
Okay, so you guys communicate.
Well, I was kicked out of my Heim and I lost a job.
My Heim?
And that's why I know financial support from the job center, AOK. So I have a debt right now because my job center doesn't pay. And I'm a lawyer, and they, despite this fact, they kick me out. Maybe they hope for something, I don't know. But once I get back on my feet, I'm gonna kick back.
How is it here in Frankfurt living on the streets?
Sure.
It's very difficult because too much crime and too much drugs, and the people are crazy and rip off all day. You can not sleeping anymore because.
Does he have a beer in his pocket? Can you see that under the subtitles? It looks like he has a beer in his pocket.
They're trying to grab you?
No.
They steal from you?
Yes.
City is dangerous.
Why is it so dangerous?
Too much trouble.
Yeah.
Alcoholic.
Yeah.
Alles.
Who's causing the trouble?
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
And junkies.
So people get drunk out here when they start buying cocaine, speed, they get crazy?
International, Turkey, Griechenland, Albania, this way.
How is it as a security guard out here?
Albanians.
Viele Junkies hier.
Junkies?
Ja, viele.
Drogenhandel.
Ja, ja, auch viel Drogenhandel, viele Junkies. Da zum Beispiel, film mal nach da. Da sitzen sehr viele, da ist auch ein Raum, da kann man Drogen nehmen. Crack zum Beispiel, kannst du rauchen da, kannst du auch Schore spritzen, kannst du alles da machen. Das ist auf jeden Fall
Wow.
der Bahnhofsviertel.
This is the station district here. It goes all the way back there. Then forward to the left. Junkies and brothels everywhere. Holy shit, man.
Like smeared on the wall, dude. Like, oh my
Yeah,
God,
literally.
This is so nasty.
It's disgusting.
I see the holes in the legs. Do you use trank, crack? What do you use?
Crack,
Fentanyl?
Yeah. That's right. The fentanyl America knows and loves has recently emerged here in Frankfurt as of January 2025.
Oh,
the
God.
Taliban's crackdown on opium in Afghanistan has reduced the heroin supply and purity, leading drug manufacturers to fill the gap.
If I speak, I might die.
By cutting heroin with fentanyl and other synthetic opioids called nitazines. One thing we do know, though, is wherever fentanyl goes, fatalities follow. But real quick, when you travel as much as I do,
Isn't that insane?
And riots.
Is data. And the sponsor of today's video, eSIM.io, has got you covered. Whether you're in Germany,
do whatever the
India,
fuck they
Italy,
want.
or Japan, you never want to waste time hunting for Wi-Fi when you should be making memories. Download eSIM.io on your phone, and you have 4 simple ways to stay connected while you travel. Option 1: choose
like the
any
SIM
unlimited
cards,
data
right?
plan from 1 to 30 days and use as much internet.
Sounds interesting. I was kind of wondering how the hell that would work. I don't know if you're like me, you got like a newer phone. You don't have physical SIM cards anymore. I guess you need an eSIM, you know.
You're traveling to, choose how many gigabytes you need, and it'll stay valid for up to 30 days upon activation. Option 4: regional plans. Grab a regional plan and stay connected.
Damn, somebody in chat said they just ate a steak. What the fuck? Damn, I could go for a good fucking steak right now, let me tell you. Actually, I'm really feeling some pork chops. Maybe some bacon.
Click the link in the description
Good pork
or scan the
loin,
QR
you
code
know.
on screen to download eSIM.io.
Some nice blush pink pork chops. Oof.
100% bonus.
145 and your pork will thrive, let me tell you.
When did you notice the fentanyl come in? 5 years.
Back to hell.
Yes, crack and fentanyl.
Stein, yeah, that's the rock. Auf English, that's the rock. You know, that's cocaine that was boiled.
That was the same guy from earlier.
So you're a lawyer though too, and you're like
water.
being
And
crazy.
it can be smoked because cocaine can be sneezed.
What the fuck is that guy doing?
That's what I found. Like just Hauptwache, yeah. That's yeah. So there was like a place, you know, the place like a park.
What the fuck is he doing?
Okay, nice.
So I took it, and right now, see, I gave it just for free. So I made this world a little bit better.
Any fentanyl?
Am I the only one that didn't understand a single word he fucking said? Am I a retard? I didn't understand a single word that dude said.
I'm a smoker. Not
Smoke crack? No problem, friend, no problem. It's me and him.
Oh.
Pulled aggro. It's me and him. It's consensual. He's my friend. No, it's just me and him. No problem. We're talking as humans.
Dude,
Him and I. No problem.
I mean, he's not even speaking German, is he?
I understand. Yeah.
What the f-
Yeah. It's the biggest drug of use out here. Crack or fentanyl, heroin.
For 20 years was heroin.
Heroin.
Now, that 990 is crack.
So after
and
90
now
crack,
it's crack, and Fender is that 2 years ago. Yes.
Yeah, it's new.
It's new.
He knows.
Do you notice that people using fentanyl tend to overdose more?
Fentanyl, I'm crazy. I make nothing fentanyl because it's crazy.
Have you tried it? Have you used it? Fentanyl?
I have one time with alu smoke, but it's not okay.
Yeah.
For my.
Yeah.
How long has fentanyl been out here?
Turns out it's bad for you and you shouldn't do it.
New, I don't know,
New?
maybe not long. At the beginning, there were not much people who took it.
Have more people been dying because of the fentanyl recently?
No, the dying is 1990. Many people die.
Okay.
Now, not so many people die because the doctors is better.
Too many?
Great. So
Wonder who's
now
paying
everybody's
for him.
Paying for them to sit around all day
Yeah.
and smoke crack on the sidewalk.
Literally.
What
What a
tremendous
coincidence,
improvement
yeah.
to society.
Great, fantastic,
now
yeah.
everybody has to pay for crackheads.
Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
People use safe
What a good
supply
idea.
zones, safe injection sites, that sort of thing?
Ugh.
On these streets? Do they go into
God.
safe injection sites?
Yeah.
The designated, the government-controlled ones?
For 20 years, for many injections on street. Now, not so often. When police come and see your truck, she go away.
Do they take the drugs from you?
No. For 20 years,
They try
yes.
to stop you?
They just
No,
let you
for
hold
20
on to
years,
it.
yes.
Okay.
Police makes.
They let you get high, do
Is
nothing.
he saying for the last 20 years or for his first 20 years? What is he
You
saying?
take my trucks. I have no trucks. I have no money. What are you doing?
Prostitution?
Property.
Oh, I see. You're gonna steal things. Okay.
Oh,
The police will not
it's
take
robbery
drugs,
for the
they'll let
police
you
to
use-
take your
they
drugs,
Let
huh?
you use drugs because they let you rob stores. I just.
What does that mean? Yeah. I don't want to bully the guy if he doesn't speak English like that, but yeah, it doesn't sound quite right, does it?
Any troubles for them, for people, for society, for our universe, they don't touch you.
Okay, but the problem is every pub sells cocaine.
I see. How many times have you overdosed?
You?
Yeah.
One.
Only one.
Only one.
Sometimes, because I mix too much.
Mix what with what?
I like how he just says sometimes.
Sometimes,
Like, as
yeah.
if this is just like a thing. That
Common
happens.
occurrence, yeah.
Marijuana, alcohol. But the dangerous one is alcohol, fentanyl with alcohol.
Do you get into fights out here?
Ja, manchmal passiert es. Zum Beispiel letzte Woche hat mich einer
For example, last
Hurensohn
week, some dude called me a son of a bitch, you know, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a guy attacked you?
And yes.
And you
with
beat
a
him up?
knife,
With a knife, yeah? Oh,
How did you
shit.
stop him? How did you protect? The police came.
Yeah.
Does it get dangerous for women in particular?
Oh,
out
that
here?
poor woman. That sucks,
A lot
dude.
of men who are sick.
What do they do?
They want to touch me.
She's tweaking.
They follow me everywhere I go, the street, because
Move, please.
Because
Move. You move. You need to move.
Yeah.
Move. I'm talking to her. Move. Move, bro.
And we're seeing a lot of the people that, where's the empathy for these people at, bro? They want to talk about empathy for motherfuckers. Where the fuck is it for these people? This sucks. Why does that girl have to live like that? That's fucking terrible.
Just keep going. Keep going. Keep moving. Go.
Why is he back? It's like just this recurring character.
Is that really the same guy? I didn't notice. Oh, yeah, it is the same guy. What the fuck?
Do you see yourself here for?
He's like a tour guide.
No. Where would you like to go?
I want to go to Bingen or some way because I can't go to the States anymore.
I just noticed that the hobo is just literally sitting on the spikes.
He's sitting on the spikes.
He was just sitting on it. It doesn't even matter. Doesn't care.
Look at that busted up window, too.
Okay.
But I can't get up.
You can't get out. Does the government here support you with housing, that sort of thing?
Nothing.
Well, what's your next move?
My next move is I go to the La Strada and get some help to get my paperwork done and everything.
Okay.
And after that, I will go to other city.
And where do you sleep at night? Right here. Just like that. I can't imagine.
Golly.
I want to get some structure in my life, that I wake up, have some breakfast, clean my...
Bro, this guy. What the fuck? Oh my god. Holy shit.
He's back again. Look who it is with new pants.
Oof.
my teeth.
Man of many
maybe come
pants.
here for 1 hour.
This reminds me of whenever I was streaming WoW or Final Fantasy, and somebody would keep showing up with different mounts and different transmogs on them so they could show off. That's all he's done.
Go to work, have some hobbies, go to sleep.
Okay, that'd be good.
The question is, how will Frankfurt's harm reduction approach adapt to the newly emerging threat of fentanyl, as they've only really had to deal with crack and heroin historically?
Well, more people gonna die,
crack
probably.
Yeah. It's sad, but it's natural selection at work, isn't it? In a lot of ways.
I see. Smoking crack or is it marijuana? All right.
Fact, it seemed like everyone and their mother was tweaking out on something else.
These people, do they clean
That's what it
up your
seems like.
mess at night every day?
Yeah, every day.
So every morning they come and clean it up?
Every day they clean. Every day they clean.
That's miserable.
Those are the crackhead babysitters.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Paid by the city, by the way. You're paying for this.
Yeah.
Being right over here, being taken away in a stretcher. These guys cleaning up the mess from last night's festivities. Shout out them. So a woman being taken away on a stretcher.
Could you stop filming? Who are you? You want to keep supporting that shit?
Okay, I can't film. Okay, we just want to show that people are actively ODing, getting taken away here. Rampant use in real time. No problem. These people are cleaning this up. just look at the chaos right now. The mess is being cleaned up.
How would you fix all this? Just fence the place off, and then have the military or the police come in with guns, and then just round them all up, and I don't know, like tie them down or put them in like little cages and shit, and then you take them to like a rehab, and the ones that are violent, you take them to jail, and that's really about it. Then you just get rid of all of them. Yeah, you take all of them and you put them in a box. That's it.
Yeah, that's fair. Make asylums great again. We kind of need that, don't we?
There they are. It's right there. He's right there. Just go get them. Just go get them and put them in a box. Like, it'd be super easy. Like, yeah, I mean, what do you mean? Asma never learned Nathan and Gandalf's death and judgment speech? I did. And have you ever thought that you're giving people the fact that they're allowed to do this is a judgment in itself. They're not.
That's
like,
true.
If this
true.
city had no laws at all, random people would just come and kill these people.
Yeah.
That's what would happen. If there were actually no laws, there would just be some guy with a baseball bat that would come over here and just beat these people to death. That's what would really happen. So it's not like the reason why these people are allowed to exist is because the government allows them to exist.
Which is pretty cool. If you ask me, I don't know.
Of course, not the dealers, not the users, not the mess. Okay, great guy. We have the police right here.
I don't know. I had a talk with a friend recently, and like I say recently, it was about a month or two ago, but like it's kind of the difference between being nice and being kind. You know, like what they're doing here, like that one girl said it was nice at first. This is being nice, letting them do whatever the fuck they want. Actually being kind to them would be helping them clean up their fucking lives. Because that's fucking miserable. Now, granted, it's Germany. I don't really have a horse in that fight. But, damn, dude. I mean, that's still Western society, Western culture. To some extent. It's obviously quickly degrading. And this is one part of town. But, wow. I mean, that is fucking terrible. But, like, yeah, if you want a great example of what is the difference between being nice and being kind is doing the hard thing. Ironically, it sounds brutal, but what Asman is saying is the kinder approach. It may not be the nice approach, but it is the kinder approach, if you want me to be honest. And a lot of people don't really understand that.
Right here. The police here, I think, want to talk to me. I'm probably the problem somehow, some way. These women over here are pissed off at me as well.
I don't give a fuck. Like, the victims, I don't think about that. I don't care about There he is
There's again. God dang. Holy shit.
Again. Oh my god.
I hope he paid that guy. What the fuck?
Holy fuck, man.
Not allowed to come with the camera. What's going on, man? How are you? I'm doing good. It looks like someone got taken away. I think so.
Oh. Oh, gross.
Oh my god.
Look at the tattoo on his chest. Look at the tattoo on his chest. Just notice. I'm not going to say it. Maybe Asman might, but we're just going to notice. We're just going to leave that there for just a very uncomfortably long second. Now, I'm not going to say who that makes me think of, but I think if you know ball, and there are any other ball knowers, that you know.
Look at him, bro. Look at him from Turkey.
I won't be doing anything, but thank you.
I didn't say it.
The streets every day, don't they?
Every day, a second, when they're always cleaning, you know?
These are good men.
Yes,
good men. The police right behind me, watching me. We have 3 activist-looking women over there, some German blonde chicks, sort of staring me down, asking...
The activist women would kill you sooner than these crack addicts would, promise you.
I have the camera, and a woman taken away in a stretcher. The EMT said, no, don't film. Sort of the same culture we have in the U.S., the harm reduction. It's culture and phenomenon where they help you use drugs until you die, give you the harm reduction in the short term, but long term, we know how this ends. I mean,
yep.
hypodermic hypodermic needle on the ground. All the drug spoils from last night and this morning. You're driving through a street full of junkies right now.
Yeah, that's.
What is your
normal.
opinion on that?
Yeah, it's normal here.
Is that good or bad?
It's normal here.
It's
Yeah,
normal.
here. It's not that good.
Disgusting,
But
dude.
I have some food for them.
I see, so you're handing out food. A good man. Okay, do you want a shot?
Okay.
Where'd you get all this food?
For free for the
Okay, so
guys.
okay, a lot of sympathy, a lot of empathy here from this guy. He's gonna hand out some food. Shout out you, man. How are you? No Deutsch.
Ich spreche Sie Deutsch?
English, yes.
Okay, so a lot of people came to us and they told us that you are filming them, okay, with face and so on.
Well, how about you go and arrest them for using drugs on the fucking street? And if it was the, I'm not even gonna say it.
Consent, yeah.
I'm not even gonna say it.
Yeah.
They don't want it, okay? You have to ask the people.
Yeah, I've been asking them. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're in public. Now, granted, it's not the U.S. I don't know what their thing is, but here in America, if you're in public, you get the fuck over it.
While you've seen a taste of Zombieland during the day, does it become noticeably more dangerous and chaotic at night? Let's go find out. Real quick.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Sadly, YouTube
Dude.
won't let us show you some of our craziest footage. But if you subscribe to TylerRaw.com for $5,
Tyler Raw.
you can watch bonus videos I
Hell yeah, it does. It's so funny.
upload on YouTube. Get off the Porsche! Get off the Porsche! And get uncensored and early access to all of our videos.
Dude, his pickpocket videos are so good. The one where he goes to Italy is insane.
All right, let's go for a walk through hell. Don't mind me.
It's actually Night City.
Worth noting what the hell is in this bathroom? Clean.
I don't even want to
No
know.
problem. Well, we haven't gotten stabbed yet, so that's pretty good progress. Only a few fellas driving.
Very
around
low
this house.
bar.
He is,
You take your wins where you can
what are
get
you
them.
burning? Oh. What are you burning, though? Crack? Crack? Pointing down. Pointing down. Crack? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing
Can I see
crack.
What? Oh, you're gonna show me? Okay, let's see. What's up? Oh, you're just gonna show? No, no Deutsch. No problem, no problem. Enjoy your crack.
Golly.
No,
Why do they follow? I don't understand. What do they think they're gonna accomplish?
No. It's not recording. No, it's not on. No problem.
It's not on. It's not on.
Brother.
Brother.
I'm an explorer. I'm an explorer. I love to explore. I love to explore.
Look
I'm
at
an
him.
explorer. Relax.
Look at him
I'm just
go.
walking. We can relax, my friend. Relax.
It's an
I'm
accidental.
I love to
Holy
walk. I love to
shit.
go for walks. Just keep walking past. You won't be in it. Keep walking past. You're good. You're good. No, now you won't be in it. Good. No. Just stop.
What is he
Stop.
doing?
Stop. Keep walking. You don't have to be in it. No, my friend. You keep walking. You don't have to be in it. So do you want to be in it or do you not want to be in it? Just be quiet. Everyone's trying to relax.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
Literally.
Just keep going.
True.
Keep going. Just silent. Just relax.
Bro, you drew hella aggro. Holy shit.
Shut up.
Shut up, yeah.
Thank you. Just shut up. I don't have time for your bull. You throw something at you?
Golly.
Aggroed the goblin.
Golly, you had to walk out of aggro zone, bro. You had to walk out of zone. Holy shit. God.
I don't have time for your bull. You throw something at you? Okay, logic and reason are two things someone on crack are not specializing in. Lots of crack use out here at this hour. Lots of characters as well.
Oh, wow.
A little further down. So, really in every corner, every alley, you got people using, people smoking, people injecting. Hi. You guys want to do a little interview? €5? €5?
Even pays him.
Yeah. Shut the f up. You too. All right. So, anyways, we're on the street.
Golly.
I'm tired of being disrespected like this. I gotta say, everyone needs to f***ing relax out here. Ay.
But amidst the chaos and withering fiends, we met a Turkish delight out of nowhere, giving us advice on how to avoid getting killed out here.
Where are you guys from?
Okay.
From Frankfurt.
Okay.
Texas,
Okay.
USA.
Texas. Yeah. We got some ball knowers. Okay, okay.
They're doing a German dance for us. Okay. That was impressive.
Where did he come from? Where did he go? No fucking way.
And they say the world doesn't revolve around America. I'm just saying.
She just emoted on him.
She just emoted on him. She did the Fortnite dance on it.
You're Turkish. Okay. Oh, why are there so many crackheads out here?
There's so many
This is the
crackheads.
scariest street of Frankfurt. This is the dangerous.
I see. You don't look very afraid.
No, I'm not because I. Well,
You're with the big buff man.
Yeah.
no, not man's not.
Oh, you.
Just hit
If
him.
someone coming, I will.
Yeah. Just beat their ass.
I don't
Oh,
look at their
jeez.
eyes. If you're walking and
Don't make eye. This is
Yeah,
actually so true.
it's very true, bro. I do that every day.
If you don't look at them, they won't aggro.
True.
Most of the time. But if you make eye contact with them, they'll aggro.
As someone that has to go to the big city a lot, that is so true. Yeah, don't make eye contact. You keep the hat down. I always wear like a trucker hat. You know what I'm saying? You keep that brim down, but you look. You know what I'm saying? It's low enough to where you can see where they are and if they're coming at you or some bullshit. But you keep your eyes like, kind of covered from their eyesight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a strat.
This is very, very common.
then they come so, ne?
Okay. Yeah.
So they have a normal Typ.
Okay.
You have to do like they are normal people. These people, something happened that this is so their life. Here are the people that make everything. And
Heroin, crack, fentanyl.
everything. Here, the police drives here and they know this.
They do nothing.
They do nothing.
What a surprise.
Useless.
They don't do anything to you. I hear her coming.
No,
She was elusive.
if someone says something, then you have to say, halt deine Fresse, lauf weiter. Someone
Yeah.
says, no, just if someone tells you something, don't look at them, don't tell,
Yeah.
so don't talk with them. But
Don't
here
aggro them. Don't do
you are
it.
in
Don't
the
do it.
dangerous thing.
It's
So
dangerous.
here are the people that do this because here it's legal, but
Decriminalized.
yeah. So and the puffs, so they were at where they're cracking. So the woman is a.
They're fucking out here?
Yeah, these
Yes.
apartments are every.
Oh, jeez.
Things. So,
Compartments.
So we headed towards the red light district.
Oh,
where
no.
They hated cameras more than the drug addicts.
Yeah, I bet.
They do.
Very nice. I like it. Bye bye.
Right,
where the hose are at? No worries. How are you guys? Hi. Hi.
Okay, I'm
Damn, she had some
addicted to
booba.
drugs, and I'm using crack, fentanyl, and all that stuff.
Great, good for
Okay.
you, man.
I noticed we got brothels, we got drug dealers, we got the drug users. Is it dangerous out here?
Does it just say
Pleasant?
sex in every
How are
block? What the
vibes?
fuck?
That's awesome. Yeah.
It's safe.
Even right now, they've said don't even come out here at night. Honestly, it doesn't feel that bad, as long as you mind your own business. The cameras are a big problem.
It's not a weekend.
Not
you
the
know?
weekend.
It's not.
And do they mind?
That's actually the same as downtown Austin. The weekend
Yeah.
is whenever they.
It's popping off,
when
yeah.
you use drugs out here? Do they do anything? if
Pretty
you use
common.
Crack out here?
Yeah.
They do.
Yes.
What do they do?
The cops will say, okay, it belongs to the police. Yeah, it belongs to the police. And he will say,
What?
okay, go to another place, not in the public, and they're quite cool. So I think they need us
Why do they need you?
because they want to know who the dealers are.
I see. So they're trying to use you as the gateway to get the dealers. You think?
Exactly.
Yeah,
How many
then why
guys
haven't they
around
gotten them?
Do you want to see how?
Right.
Just show me. Don't have to show me. I just want to see the tool. We got the instruments right there. What do we got? Those pills.
The tricks of the trade.
You guys want to do an interview for €5? 1 minute of your time?
okay.
You got English or what?
Look at his ears.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
After straying into the red light district, our luck
Damn.
began to run out.
Good to meet you. Can we come a little bit? No problem. Hey, come down. It's not on you. Hey.
It's not on you.
I'm with you. I'm working on. Hey.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
I'm coming over here. Stay there if you don't want to be on film. What do you want to go on? You want to be on film or you not want to be on film? Then keep fucking moving, all right? I said keep fucking moving, mother. What do you use out here? Crack, meth, fentanyl, heroin?
Is that a kid?
To be honest, my prime, what I use here, prime is is correct, but what I also consume twice is benzos like ribotril or bromazepam.
What?
Nein, das ist zu viel.
I don't know what just happened. It was in Deutsch.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for your time. And I was finding people from all over
okay.
the world out here using drugs on the sidewalk.
I was born in Long Island.
How the hell did you end up out here?
The law's looking for me.
What the hell did you do? You son of a gun.
Yeah.
You
after I
son of a
spent
gun.
15.5 years in Sing Sing, yeah. No, I just took off and I flew from New York to Amsterdam, and I was living in Amsterdam for 11 months, and then a friend of mine said, come, you go to Germany. I said, what's Germany? It's the next country over. I've been here in Frankfurt now, here in Bahnhof, 29 years.
Damn. Like it more or less
What
than
the
New York?
hell?
Less.
Why do you like it less?
This is,
This is shiesty.
look, this is not Germany no more, Bahnhof, yeah?
Tell me about the changes you've seen in the last 30 years.
Changes? When I first came here, there were only German people here. A lot of women, a lot of men, everybody helped each other, you know what I mean? You had problems on the bank. Now you got every country in the world here. You don't see no German people here. And these people here have no character, no shit, no culture, no...
I promise you, Asman's thinking the same thing I just thought. Man is right. Holy fuck.
He does something like Sylvester Stallone. He does.
Yeah, he does, yeah. He's definitely got that, that area's accent, yeah. I believe he's from Long Island.
What do you do for money?
Oh, what did he say?
That's how they live, just like animals, you know what I mean?
What do you do for money?
Oh, shit.
You deal?
Yeah, I deal. No, not right now.
No, right now.
We got people.
Schedule 1 IRL.
Dead
That's
ass.
Crazy. So he's like, yeah.
Adrian.
He's basically like, yeah, they're fucking animals. Well, what do you do? Oh, I sell them drugs. Yeah.
Oh,
Shit,
my
never get it. Okay.
Jeez. Welcome back, Baldy. Welcome back.
All right. Let me get back.
All the way from Africa or what? Name some countries.
Afghanistan.
Okay. Where are you from in Africa? Senegal. Okay.
Africa, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, Turkey, and the longest one out here and the oldest one out here. It is bad, yeah.
Yeah. You can go ahead. Here. Okay. Why does
Whoa.
everyone come here? Do they come here for the drugs?
A lot of these people came from other countries, from LT, from Holland, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They made shit there, they got locked up there, they got kicked out the country, and they come here.
You're saying people are fleeing the law, coming down here?
Yeah, and they found that
So you get
Germany's
all
so
the
easy,
losers.
you know what I mean?
All the
They can
losers.
lock somebody, right? The cop take them to the presidium.
Yeah.
Half an hour later, they're back here again, saying, I gotta go now because somebody's looking at me.
Great to meet you. It was a pleasure.
Uh-oh.
All right. This is,
That was interesting, wasn't it? Holy shit.
Hi, how are you? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's very sweet. Just walking this way. Thank you for your attention.
Oh my god.
Is that a cyberpunk
Just walking
store?
this way.
What the fuck is that? Oh, it's probably a vape store or some shit. It's got like a cyberpunk girl on the side of the door. Or on the side of the wall there. Whoa, what the fuck?
For your
Oh my
attention.
god.
Is that you? All right. Okay, people are not fans of the camera here. No surprise there. But we managed to have a few civil conversations.
Look at the garbage
We just gotta watch out
piles.
for the feet.
Look at this.
There, no surprise there. But
Just
we
a
Yeah,
giant
golly.
fucking pile of garbage. Just in the street, sitting
Ugh. In New York, that'd be somebody's house.
Oh my god.
We just gotta watch out for the fiends who. All right, we gotta be on guard here.
At least they're
All
not on fire yet. Yeah.
This way.
Look at them all.
Okay.
Golly.
Jesus.
Does anyone want to do a little interview?
Right.
No, just a little. No problem.
I bet
Wanna
not.
do you want to do a little, little interview?
No, for me, it's
Okay, no
Oh,
problem.
then stop
Avoiding
following.
getting stabbed. I ended the night by pleasantly running into a goth maiden. Who am I here with?
I'm Amelie. I'm from Frankfurt, and I'm proud to be here.
A lot of people do crack out here.
What does that mean?
Yeah. You too?
Oh, jeez.
It's okay.
How
How is crack? I've never done it.
I can't go every day.
Just a couple days a week.
You
go a little crazy.
Yeah.
How old are you?
21.
Is it dangerous out here for a woman at 1
At least she actually looks 21.
No.
No.
50-50.
50-50.
If you don't know that, don't talk to me.
The German flag on the ground here with a cracked straw, somewhat symbolic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy fuck. That was crazy.
Oh my god. Actual Germany, like fucking zombie crisis. That is insane. I don't know how, like, 50-50 is dangerous. Yeah, I'd say it's extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, absolutely it is.
Flip of a coin, you get stabbed. Holy shit, dude. Golly.
Act like it's not a big deal. Every city has a street like this, sometimes even Austin. I mean, I'm sure that some places do have this, but the difference is that, like, I mean, you want to move in a direction of not having it, right? I mean,
Exactly.
that's kind of like the goal. It's not about where you're at. It's like where you're going. Like, I mean, it's not like there's an end in sight to any of this. It's just what's happening. So, yeah, you have the bridge, right? Oh, yeah, there's plenty of crackheads and people like this here in Austin. We also have this. What is it?
Yeah, every city's got it.
And see if I can
Or
find it. Yeah,
not
I'll
that
link
bad,
you guys
but
the video though. Like, I mean, I love Tyler's videos. I think
yeah,
they're
he's really
so
good.
I want to link it to you guys. You guys in the States don't have it? Skid Row? We do. We do have this. I mean, like California. Like, I guess in the U.S., but like, I don't view what California does and everything. It's the same thing, right? I have no idea. Every major city does? Yeah, I think that a lot of people do, right? It's super fucking embarrassing. But that's the way it is. The country turned to shit. Even other cities look like this? Yeah. I don't know how anybody lets this happen.
Holy shit. Yeah, I don't understand why people let that happen either, man. It's really sad. They're gonna get another painter if they're not careful. That's what I'm saying. They, like I said, they literally do the things that induce a painter, and then they complain about when you are like, you know, you're gonna bring on a painter, and they say, no, you're gonna do that. Why are you acting that way? It's like, well, you're leading to this. It's just one big humiliation ritual since World War II. Yep. It's called Crackford here in Germany for a reason. Holy shit, you poor soul. The crazy part is if you ask a doctor for Vicodin, they treat you like a criminal. What? Really? For Vicodin? You're like, here. Oh my gosh. This is what dying civilizations look like. That's true. They are speedrunning next Austrian painter right now. Yep. They actually, speaking of that too, what's crazy is, like, you know how, like, a lot of people are, like, very anti-censorship? They're, like, I can't remember the name. They have weird party names there. But, like, I know that they're trying to do something right now where, like, they're making it illegal for one of those other parties that's, like, the more conservative party or whatever to actually run there. Which, like, there's some... They've got some good things they say, and then they've got some other bad things that they say. I can't lie, because I think that that particular party is kind of close to Russia. And while I would like... I think it'd be better for Western civilization, period, if their country got to do a little bit of healing. You know, got rid of that green energy bullshit that's not helping them at all. The reason why they can't have fucking AC and all this other shit. But, like, apparently they're kind of close to Russia. So, I mean, if they did get power, they might do some crazy shit with them. And then, like, that would be bad for us as well. So, I mean, like, it's all so complicated, isn't it? As a true German, I cannot tell you how much this hurts me and lights up rage in me. Yeah, I bet, man. Wow, they turned it into New York. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's not racist to live in a safe neighborhood. Don't want to live in a safe neighborhood. True. Very true. I see. All the imported civil engineers are rebuilding Germany. True, brother. I think it's called dystopian. Yeah. Holy shit, it's downtown Seattle. Shit, is that what downtown Seattle looks like, brother? That sucks. This is basically California and Canada as well. Yeah. I don't know a lot about Canada, but California, yeah, I do know. It is like that. By design, destroyed, replaced, and subjugated. That's what it seems like. That's really what it seems like, man. That is really what it seems like. Holy shit. Oh, that was a good video, man. Alright, I'll link that to y'all in the chats and stuff. If y'all enjoyed my commentary at all, please feel free to like, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. If you enjoyed my commentary at all, like I said, We also have a Discord where you can join and come and talk to people, and if you want to post some React suggestions, I would also appreciate that. You can probably tell by some of the content that I post on YouTube who I like to react to, but I'm always open to suggestions. I definitely like finding new things to talk about and react to. I think it's a lot of fun. So please, thank you. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Okay. We got one more I want to do tonight. One more. A little bit of a palate cleanser. Because that was much more depressing than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie. Okay. So my Oshi has recently gotten into some trouble with the Quangos. And by that, I mean she's doing the absolute best fucking thing she could ever do for the VTubing community / what I think we're going to start calling it, the leaf tubing community. Let's get into it.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the leaflet situation, or as Asmongold would say, the Leafit situation.
The Leafit?
This is someone who I'm sure...
Who the fuck is Leafit?
We have a very overlapping audience. But it comes to me with a very heavy heart that things have gone too far.
So far. Too far indeed.
And I'm going to join the countless biting 100-follower virtue signaling V-tweeters who are currently attacking to the point of trending on Twitter. Why, you ask? Why such a big shakeup, Rev? Well, I want to be on the right side of history. That's right.
No! Why would you do this?
Self-proclaimed good people are very mad at Leaflet for reasons that'll be very obvious.
How could Leaf do this?
So, what did Leaflet do in this situation? Well, she has provided means to make VTubing more accessible. Yes, her irredeemable. Now, this comes in the very loud debate in the VTubing scene about AI. And people, as we've seen, are virtue signaling about this. It's mostly nobody VTubers and VTweeters who have very strong opinions about this subject, basically saying you're not a VTuber, you're not a content creator, and you're even a terrible person for ever using AI. Leaflet, who has used AI to produce some very funny content, videos, etc., came out with something very useful, a very useful tool. And if it's not obvious already, I'm being very facetious when I say I'm canceling or disavowing Leaflet, okay?
Of course.
But she says this: I'm making a program that is a PNG tubing and live 2D. It's called Adventurer. You can make a model in less than 30 minutes and add new emotes in less than 5. And she presented this video showing off the
I can't wait to make more things in it, holy shit.
This is a really great thing.
If you're watching this on YouTube, I made this model with her tool. Now, granted, I did most of the character in Higgs field with GPT-2 and C-Dance, but then, like, her, like, the final stretch, the final hump of the hill was, you know, once I got the videos, it was super easy and, like, really convenient to be able to pop this character into the tool that she made, the Adventurer tool, and use the exporter and the video prep tool to actually get that final bit. Because, like, if you make something in C-Dance or if you make something with some of the AI video generators, but you want to get a certain aspect resolution, sometimes that letterbox is really hard, but the actual, like, video prep and model exporter tool will just actually cut out all of the extra shit. It's so nice. Super easy to use. You should definitely try it out.
For those who don't know, PNG tubing is when you literally have a PNG still image while you're waiting to get a 2D live VTuber model, okay? That's kind of the entry point for a lot of people before they get into VTubing. But Leaflet, free of charge,
by
your own efforts, is
free
providing a
99
tool to bridge that gap. And a lot of people are very appreciative of this. Banana Juju saying, Leaf working her magic and changing VTubing forever. We love to see it. I am nothing but amazed of everything she has accomplished so
far. It's gonna get even better. Just you wait. I promise you, it's gonna be even better.
Here's another one saying, man, if I had this when I was PNG tubing, the system I came up with used OBS hotkeys and a ton of animated GIFs I paid for.
Wow.
This looks way more user-friendly. Here's another one saying, Leaflet really is a creator of the people. First,
Yes, she is.
A TTRPG Angel Sword for free, and it gets constant updates.
Literally.
Now she was making this for free. If this is what Quangos mean when they say someone is a grifter, I need more grifters.
Amen to that.
To try it. And here's another one saying,
Pasta.
you're casually destroying the VGen Mafia. She's releasing it for free. Riggers, riggers are quaking right now. And yes, they were.
We always have to say that very carefully, don't we?
To the point of Leaflet trending on Twitter. And of course, when a VTuber, a problematic one like Leaflet, is trending, it brings out the Quangos, as mentioned in the previous post.
Problematic?
We're here to vote. I want to start with this post from Leaflet showing a screenshot that really encapsulates this entire debate. One person mad at Leaflet, quoting her, saying, more AI in the VTuber space, a big slap in the face to customizable model makers, asset makers, riggers, artists, etc. And then,
VGen Mafia.
in the related Discover More tab that was attached underneath, that same VTuber says,
yeah, I did see this. Yeah.
For PNG VTuber on VGen, and no word back after a week.
Not even a message.
Ugh. So I canceled it. I'm upset. It was so cute.
Guess
and there
what?
you have it, right?
Guess what?
People are
Guess what? You
trying
gotta add
to
one.
Signal and cancel Leaflet for providing a free AI-based tool while providing an alternative that they're upset about themselves because it's not working out. At the end of the day, a lot of people would like to work with more artists, but it's very pricey, or they're being canceled and their request denied because of wrongthink. We have seen so many
Which is terrifying.
Used to work with people for their political beliefs or being problematic, what have you. But a tool like that provided by Leaflet gets rid of all that.
It
gets
does.
rid of the virtue signaling because it's a very real thing. A lot.
And I found an artist that I really want to commission. I think her art is absolutely fucking fantastic, but I don't know if whenever I commission her, she'll just look at my content and then be like, oh, you use AI. Oh, you're kind of a right-wing guy. You know, like, and then just be like, I'm not going to work with you. And I'm not going to lie, I scrolled that fucking VGen thing for fucking hours. And I looked around at a lot of VTubers that I like. And I mean, I cycled. Like, I went through a lot of profiles, like, looking and trying to find an artist. And then, you know, you're trying to find one that's, like, an artist and a rigger. Or if you're trying to find one that's just a standalone artist, and then maybe you like one guy's art, but you like another person's rigging skills, and it just doesn't always work out like that, right? So it's just like, man, when you finally find one and they do it all together, it's really, really nice. But then you look at the price and it's like, oh, the character art for max quality is like $1,800 for a full body thing. And then it's like, oh, it's another $1,500 to be able to rig the damn thing. It's like, holy shit, that's really fucking expensive. So, I don't know, man. I definitely do want to commission that person, and I am saving up for it, because I do want it. I like that person's art a lot. But just like how Leaf said, it's a bridge to that. This is something that's a lot more reactive. You can actually customize it. You can do a lot of your own things in it. And, like, you can use this in her tool to make so many different outfits for your characters. It's all free of charge. You can do so much. Now, granted, someone's paying for it from somewhere, but Leaflet is not making any money off of it. And if you watch any of her content, then you know that she's actually losing money on it. When people do a lot of the stuff in the thing, she's actually paying for it herself in a lot of ways. So, I mean, dude, like, VTuber for the people. And then when people get mad at her for providing a free service and seizing the means of production from the elite and giving it to the people, they get mad at her and call her a grifter for doing the things that they say that they like. They kill me, dude. They just absolutely kill me.
People want to work with artists, but artists have made it very clear, I won't work with you if you're problematic, and even if I do, I'm going to charge a lot. So
exactly,
there is this provided.
Now, some artists are really worth it. I'm not going to lie to you. There's one guy who's not the artist I decided to go with. I really like his art. He's about as good as a real anime artist from Japan. And it's really good. And I would love to commission the guy just because I really do want his art. It looks fantastic. I would love to support him. But guess what? Those things are expensive. And when you're a new content creator and you really want to get going and you really want to, you know, like I said, just get going, make content, make things be a little more expressive than just a PNG, or use more than just your voice, and you maybe don't want to use your camera. I'm someone that's not really, like, I don't really mind if I use just me and my face, but I really like anime. I really like VTubers. I want a VTuber model. I really like that space. There's a lot of weird people in it, but overall, these are the weirdos that I chose to side with, I guess, if you wanted to call it like that. But I like this a lot. It's really, really cool. I like that you get to be a little bit more, I don't know, expressive in a lot of different ways. It's really cool. So, I mean, a lower barrier to entry to that is fucking awesome.
But people are really mad about it. This user saying, anybody saying, wow, this is amazing, needs a history lesson. This is Leaflet. She spent the last year glazing AI for her own pathetic, lifeless projects, and this is no different. The entire thing is AI-based. AI is not a magic wand. To be honest, and that's true. It's not a magic wand.
It's not a magic wand. You have to use a lot of things for it.
Bridges the gap and allows people to get to a starting point easier. Wouldn't that be a good thing? But this person is getting destroyed. 58 likes versus 167 comments. Leaflet saying,
Mom spaghetti. Oh, yeah, I remember that post. Yeah.
It clearly is. And
yeah. I was about to pull this person's Twitter up just to, like, fucking shit on them. They're already doing it for me, okay?
Eventually, the AI version will be superior to the traditional live 2D. Clearly it is, LOL. I'm gonna keep it real with you,
How could Nines do this?
Chief. They are bodying you in the comments, and you
fucking deserve it.
Also, who is this judging
Oh, okay. I was
others,
about to pull this up. Yeah. A
33-year-old
Kive
with
from
100
Canada.
followers. Like, I'm not here to follow shame, but there is definitely a clear pattern where people with
I'm definitely not
no
gonna follow shame. They
measured
got
success
like 3 or 4 more followers than I do. I'm not gonna say shit about that.
leaflet for providing free resources to get your career going. And speaking of career, who is this policing the VTubing scene? Someone with no content.
Oh, wow.
No content.
Nothing.
The page is not even there. Like, who is this? But here's another VTuber saying, can we stop bringing AI into every single creative field? The VTubing community is quite literally built on real human
That's one thing you can't say about me. At least I am making shit. I can't lie to you.
art and hundreds of artists.
You can find me.
Pick up a pen / serious. And of course, they mention VTubing community. There's no such thing.
There's no
as a
community. It's more of a scene, like you said.
Scene.
Yeah.
You're focused on a greater community, which often consists of a bunch of virtue signalers in that related scene. You're already missing the mark. Focus on your own community. Big mistake right here. But this idea of just pick up a pen, well, you know what? Some people are not artists. Some people are looking for alternatives to the traditional sources, and that's what Leaflet is providing. But also, who are you? Another 100 follower person trying to speak on behalf of the quote-unquote VTuber community. But here's another VTuber saying, soulless piece of trash is what I think this is. Even if you excuse the use of generative AI, as in, I can't draw, that's why I'm using it, there is so many custom models you can get for dirt cheap.
Try finding a male when they
You know what?
suck.
There's also this option, and people are choosing
This option. Hell yeah.
traditional means because it's easier, it's cheaper, and it's more accessible. And then again, you look at the accounts. I mean, the virtue signaling is there. The first thing they want you to know is that they don't support AI, and they has 300 followers. Again, not trying to shame someone for being a low follower account, but like, there's definitely a pattern here. The people so mad about this seem to have one thing in common. And it's that their concept is not proven to be tangibly successful. Here's another one saying, not only is this disrespectful to the VTuber cultural as a whole,
culture,
but trash like this is why computers and phones are stupid expensive now.
What? What does that mean?
You're blaming Leaflet phones
What?
being expensive. You think
Stretch Armstrong couldn't do a better job than that.
why phones are expensive nowadays? I mean, this is like Hassan blaming